and welcome to a Baltimore by Night game. It is a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Chronicle taking place in Baltimore, Maryland.
As opposed to the other Baltimore.
There is a Baltimore in Ireland. Thank you very much. And there's a couple others in this country. Anyway, yeah, hello, welcome back. It has been about a fortnight since you've joined us. So welcome back, all those who have been staying up with us and everything. Hopefully tonight will be a wonderful, rousing experience. So have our chronicler of notes, who edits our videos, so is probably the one who remembers last session the best. Summarize super quick.
So in the last episode, we caught up with Kozi, who I believe is still high as a kite, or at least was as of last session. We went and got Liz's rental after because hers is in the shop for reasons, and met a kindred Uber driver there whose name I don't remember, but I'm sure she told it to us. Mari met a whole bunch of new Tremere. Sean met Mario and agreed to help him out using his particular racing skill set. And then we've returned to the community center to regroup with Pavil, who we left to babysit Edward, and found Pavil on the floor in torpor, looking like he had the shit beat out of him. And no Edward to be found. We searched the building and found nothing. Saw that Edward left the building earlier, like an hour and a half earlier. Liz fed Pavil some blood to try and keep him from staying in torpor even longer than he would have to. And we asked Mario to track down Edward, but not engage with him. But I don't know how likely Mario is to actually listen to that. And then, because it was getting really close to dawn, we all just fell asleep where we were. And also, Liz is at Hunger 4, and I have a concern.
Well, as the sun sets over the city of the Charms, Baltimore, we call it Charm City here. Everybody roll your rouser check.
So I'm a Hunger 5.
You hungies.
What?
Yeah, I'm a Hunger 5 now.
God damn it, woman! What did I say? What did I say?
It's all right. It's all right. I do technically also get a frenzy test in which I roll a lot more dice, but I'm also me, so yeah.
Can't help but think this is partly your fault.
I mean, I am the one who chose to spend my resources the way I did, so yes.
Mm-hmm.
Better grab that snack.
You're not yourself when you're hungry.
So.
Tommy was right there. We can both hide together.
So.
You also just fed from him. And at the time I was at Hunger 3. Don't argue with me about this, okay? All right? It just...
So, Liz, as you awaken, you feel the beast just its strength, its visceral desire for food and blood and sustenance is in your head. You know, if you don't feed soon, who knows what will happen. It's almost like having a migraine and a little child asking you why constantly at the same time.
Ugh.
We all know half that feeling. Why? Drop kick a kid.
Just at least to try and take the edge off, she's gonna try and make it to the fridge where we keep the supply of blood. But I'm gonna have to walk.
As all of you are opening the doors and stuff, the elevator door opens and Mario is... Actually, no. As you awaken, you see Mario sitting in the front room with a body bag. And Liz. So let's see what here. Taste.
Is it filled? Is it a filled body bag?
There is something in it. Yes.
Okay, that's important to notice.
God, this is bad.
Let's see here.
Cool.
I don't know if we're gonna get to it later, but just reminding you that I did have a
Oh yeah, you had that fever dream vision.
yeah.
Yes. Yes, you did. But you're no longer high or anything because you roused the blood. It is out of your system. And Liz, roll okay, the smell of blood just whiffing from the bag
Oh, cool.
and
So
from Mario's
reminder
region.
for what that is you take whatever willpower you have remaining. Thankfully, I haven't spent any in a few days, and you add 1/3 of your humanity rating, rounded down. So I'm rolling 8 dice.
That's good. I mean, it's a low check for this one.
Yeah. Oh, I actually did pretty well. That is 4 successes.
All right, you do not frenzy. You're holding it back. So as you're all there, Mario is just like, hello?
Who's in the bag?
Hopefully Edward.
You didn't kill him, right?
Alright.
I asked you not to.
Well, if you had killed him, the bag would look empty. It'd be dust.
Just
Oh, okay.
staked him.
Okay.
It's pretty easy when you know, vampires are sleeping in the morning to just.
Where'd you find him?
Going to go to the fridge and
I found him in the back of a sex shop. He apparently broke in because it was the closest building.
okay.
Great.
Good morning, everybody.
Evening. Kevin, can I take one bag? Will bag take off a hunger, or am I at the point where I'm like, no, I need something fresh?
Well, your blood potency is still 1, right?
Mhm.
And it's bagged blood.
Though I do
But
think
you-
that Sean specified when he helped us get this contact that it would be somebody in my Ventrue restriction.
Roll a frenzy as you try to as you bite into one.
Okay. And this is still with the added stuff from your humanity. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fail.
Stop, woman.
It's way more fun that way.
3 successes.
Oh, right on the dot. So you do reduce yourself down to 4, but you know you're gonna need something
Oh,
sweeter
yeah.
than that. The beast is like, no, not this cold piece of shit.
I don't want leftovers. I want real food.
Alright, I
I'm gonna
guess let's
check
open it
on.
up and see if it is him.
Oh, Pavil was the one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna check on him, see if, what he's up to.
Smart.
Go ahead, Pavel's just laying there like. Actually, no snoring because as far as you can tell, it's a dead corpse, but it's kind of laying
No
there.
change.
No change.
Is he dead?
I think he's the
Mm.
same,
All right.
which is good. I
How
think.
can we tell the difference between a vampire that's in torpor and one that's dead but young enough that they don't turn to dust?
Good question.
We should ask Pavil.
I
He's the only
assume-
one that would know.
We had this question last night. Like, if you blow the brains of a vampire, will they be able to regenerate it at some
Nah.
point?
If you hit the all the full aggravated.
Well, and like beheading will kill a vampire. I would
Mm.
consider taking the brain out equivalent to
But-
beheading.
But your head won't be blown off until you filled up all your aggravated damage and die. It's kind of like that
Mm.
kind of thing.
And
As
then
long as
go-
you have health.
Mm.
So yeah, Mario goes down, unzips the bag. You see Edward with a stake in the chest.
Good, it is him. All right.
I know you said don't engage, but there's like he was just laying there.
You're right.
I figured this would be easy. Guess have something for him to feed on if you pull the stake out. It's probably going to be hungry as hell, as I believe you young people say.
Yeah. I
This
also
thing is very weird.
really need to feed, and I don't think bags are gonna cut it for him, and I would prefer something live.
Do you want to order in or do you want to go out?
Edward probably is going to keep.
Oh well, he's not going anywhere until we pull that stake out.
So have time to prepare.
Yeah.
So,
And we could.
yeah, so, Mari, do you need anything else?
No, thank you. I'm sorry to get you involved in this.
It's okay. I'm here for you. I got some other business if this is it then.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been here a couple hours too.
Figured. I mean,
Yeah.
they asked you to find him like 8-10 hours ago.
Yeah, I've been playing your Switch.
Everybody plays the Switch.
Yeah, I mean, you also don't have any real food down here, so I got some from upstairs.
That's not really some like animal crackers or something.
Just OJ and animal crackers.
Yeah,
It's like-
and the
like I
purple
said.
stuff.
No real food.
Yeah.
It's the elevator.
I'm torn because I don't want to hurt anybody in my herd, but they're the most likely for me to get a hold of quickly.
Do you want me to come with you?
Yeah,
Make
that's what
sure
I'm
you
asking.
don't-
If somebody could.
I could kick your ass, don't worry.
Just the
And
faintest
then-
of sounds coming from Pavil. Ah!
We have to figure out what we're going to do with him
Pavel,
when he wakes
or-
up. With
Does-
both, with
Does
Edward.
Pavil know anyone? Do we know anyone Pavil feeds on normally? Would be able to call someone for him?
See, that's the thing with torpor. Human blood ain't gonna cut it. So
Well, maybe he knows somebody that would. Oh,
the way that torpor works
Alright, Marty,
is
do it.
if he were there's like a temporary torpor and then there's like torpor. If he were in the temporary one, he would have woken up this morning because he got some blood from me. Because he didn't, that means what he needs is he needs blood of a vampire with a higher blood potency than him.
oh.
So
Well,
probably none of us are gonna cut it. We're gonna need somebody else.
do we know who his sire is? Sire would probably help.
You know, I never asked. I mean, I do know the Nosferatu Primogen. He would probably be. I don't actually know if he'd be old enough, but like age isn't 100% 1-to-1 when it comes to potency.
This would be his sort of responsibility, though, at least.
Yeah.
If one of his child, not one of his childers, but
The other thing is, though, is we should
subordinates.
maybe figure out what happened to put him in this state before we wake him up.
So Edward first, then.
Yeah. Because Edward, as soon as we pull the stake out, he's gonna wake up. But he's
Mhm.
probably gonna be hungry as shit. So we should have
So we should chain him up.
maybe
restrain.
and maybe have some kind of blood source for him. I don't really know though, because he said to us when we were in that alternate dimension that he feeds from ghosts. Presumably he can also feed from people, but I don't know how apeshit he's gonna go, but I guess we can also pull him off and make somebody forget.
Don't know what to do with that information.
Which part?
Feeding from ghosts.
Okay, does
Yeah,
he
it's some
slurp them up
crazy
like
shit.
spaghetti or like?
Was that like a thing that happens in a different realm and it wouldn't work against our ghosts?
No, it should work here. I don't see why not. I mean,
I'm
Well,
not
he
we
said
know
sending my
he's-
ghost to a goddamn vampire.
We know some ghosts. I mean, maybe
the thing is I don't know if him doing that would get rid of it entirely. And Kozi does have kind of a fondness for the one. We've put some effort into trying to make sure they're friendly. So I would suggest maybe let's try it. Find a rando, maybe. And then all of you are here to pull me off if it gets too wild, and then we'll do the same for Edward.
Do you want a snack first?
I mean, I got something from the blood bat from the fridge, but it's not great.
Listen, we don't really need to do anything right now. They're both in a state of non-moving.
We need to take care of ourselves first, and then we can worry about them. Nothing about them is changing,
That's fair.
not in the short term. You go to that sex shop, whoever is there cleaning up after he broke in might be alone.
What did they do to you?
Nothing.
All right, I'll call somebody from my herd, see if I can get some sustenance, and then I guess we'll regroup here and wake this asshole up. We maybe pick somebody up from the club, and after he feeds, erase the memory of it for as long as it's quick. And
The club usually has a long line of people outside waiting who can't get in.
Mhm.
They'll be happy to be invited anywhere.
yeah, especially if you're the one doing the inviting.
That's correct.
Finally, my etiquette comes in.
That's a good
Uh,
point. All those points will go to waste.
And I'm going to text. My brain is farting out. Raymond Frost, and ask if I can talk to him later this evening.
He just calls you right away.
Oh, jeez.
He's one of those people.
Is this the half-blood spy?
No, this is a Ventrue that I know that works in shipping.
Hmm.
Phone just rings.
Hi.
Miss Caldwell, how can I help you? Young Ray called me. Ever really?
Yeah. So I was wondering, I know that you work in shipping, and I have
Mhm.
a package that I would like out of the city quickly, if possible.
Oh,
Do you
out of
have
the city.
some time to talk this evening? Maybe in a few hours?
I guess. I mean, well, you can just tell me the size, weight, and what, kind of package. Like, is it drugs? Is it like body parts? Children?
Oh my god.
What do you, because I'm assuming it's not something you just can send through DHL or FedEx.
No, I need to get a person out of the city. He
Yeah. So do
made
they got a
some,
buyer on the other end, or that they gonna be picking them up?
no, he's a friend. He's made some bad choices in the city and could use some discretion in getting out of town.
Oh, so you're just smuggling a person. Oh, I'm getting that's fun. Okay. Yeah, I can. I can look at the thing and range. If you want it done quick and stuff, I think in about 3 hours. There's a ship that I know a couple people that's going down to Atlanta.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we can get him here in that time. We can shove him on. I mean, it's a cargo vessel and all, so it's not going to be comfortable. Make sure he's
Well,
got.
he's a bit of a night
cookies and
owl
juice.
anyway, so
Oh, one of us.
Mm.
Okay, that'll be fine then. It's still going to be uncomfortable. It's going
Yeah.
to cost him.
Okay.
Unless you're calling in a favor. Or I should say it could cost you, because I doubt he probably has the money. If
Yeah.
he had the money, he'd probably just get himself out easier.
yeah, we'll talk payment when I see you.
Yep, $100 per pound.
All right. And then I'm gonna text this dude whose name I honestly don't even remember. This is
Doing all
Cat.
this for a person you
Liz
don't
would remember his name. Cat is a
Um,
moron.
Let's see.
Who
was
is
it
this? I have good notes.
The Thin Blood Spy.
Oh.
What's this?
Zach Moore.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, I would know his name because he fucking wore it on his front pocket.
Smart.
He just texts you back. He's like, I'm scared. You haven't texted me in a bit.
It's been a couple crazy days. Meet me here in, I'll say 2.5 hours.
All right.
And then she's gonna scroll through her contacts and reach out to one of her herd members and see if they can meet
Which
me.
one is this?
She is going to call, I have to find it. Oliver. I will send you the stuff that I have on it.
Yes. Oliver and his company.
No.
So you text them. They said
And
that they can
maybe
meet you up
If
and
you're
like
gonna, if Jilon, if you're
45?
picking somebody up at the club, maybe we can meet there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We could use one of the private rooms that's there for the purpose. Exactly.
Bless you.
Damn
So
it, Pavil.
devastating. I don't know why that sneeze sounded so violent. Yeah. And then that way it's not as weird that there are other people there.
We could bring in a few people and we could all get something.
That's true.
I don't have a way to erase memories though, so that's going to be somebody else's
I
job.
do.
I can too.
all right. So you head to the
I
club.
can only do
to-
one person at a time though, just so you know. So
I mean, sometimes it's one person, sometimes it's
But
more.
don't worry,
depending on the-
we'll double team this. It'll be great.
okay. So awkward. Yeah.
What is so awkward about
So
this?
we get 2 rooms.
Liz,
Just the phrasing.
double team it?
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah.
I don't know. Okay, you're being weird.
How are you feeling after all of the drug
I'm
blood?
hungover, and I can't remember literally anything about the last bit of the night. So, because Kevin haven't told me about it yet. So
Yes, your memory is a little foggy from those moments. Though you
Mhm.
don't have a hangover, that's not something vampires get.
it's
She has a mental
phantom-
hangover.
Yeah.
Feels like she should have a psychosomatic hangover.
Yeah. You know, like when people don't have limbs and they just have like phantom pains. It's
You have
that.
phantom
Phantom
drunkenness, phantom hungoverness.
Phantom hungoverness. Yeah.
Is that real?
hangover. No.
I don't know.
Well, like phantom limbs, yes, that's
Yeah.
a real thing.
Well, phantom
Phantom.
limbs, yeah, but like phantom hungover, phantom
No.
still drunk.
no,
I don't know.
I'm just tired. Okay.
I mean, like, you can convince yourself into acting more drunk than you actually are,
Mhm.
So,
but yeah.
So who's all going to the club?
Yeah, who's hungry? And are we taking Edward there? Surely not.
No, fuck no. We're bringing them. We're bringing whoever we're bringing for Edward back here.
Oh, okay. So we need to get a few people for those of us who want to feed on, and then one
Yeah.
special guest to come back with us.
And in the
I-
meantime, I will lock Edward in one of the spare rooms.
I should probably feed, but last time I tried didn't go very well. Also, I should call the doctor and ask about that.
What did you do last time?
The dude in the library,
Oh,
The
yes.
raccoon incident.
the raccoon.
That couldn't have been the last time you fed.
Is that really the last
The-
time you fed?
Yeah, because the last time after that was when I drank the wine from Julian
Oh.
Luna.
Fuck.
No, it wasn't. It
Well,
was
you need to
it was
feed,
the
and we'll all be
Feywild
there.
blood
So.
magic shit. Didn't
Nope,
you
that
drink
was
it?
me. I drank from
No,
there
that
'cause
was-
I'm stupid.
Yeah, alright. Got that.
I
Alright,
didn't
so-
because I got scared. And
Yeah,
Alright,
in like
so,
Y'all
48
head to the
hours, I
club.
went from
yeah, we're
0
going
hunger.
to eat. Go.
In 48 hours, I went from 0 hunger to 5.
Meanwhile, Sean is in the car as you're driving there. I was like, why am I even with you guys? Just going with the flow.
If he's hungry, he can get something
You've
at the
never
club.
actually been to our club yet, have you, Sean?
No, I can't say I have.
Probably is not going to be your vibe, but you never know.
So you go to kinetics.
Yeah.
Depends. What are you playing?
Not intergalactic, that's for fucking sure.
I didn't say anything
So,
because I was waiting for people to answer.
as
Lord.
you're-
Damn,
As
I
you
love
go
that
in,
song.
You see a little
Yeah.
sign that says Disney Night. It's basically remixes and like different versions
Mambo number 5
of different
Disney
Disney
Channel
songs.
version.
Yeah.
You know, I can come up with my own fake music night.
Yo, are you playing Radio Disney's Greatest Hits up here?
It's got to be whatever it is. It's fast and club presentable music.
Yeah.
Woke a memory from forever ago of the Disney version of Mambo number 5.
Oh, that's pretty much the only version I listen to.
Yeah.
A little bit of Goofy.
As you
Very-
walk
That's not
into
club
your
music.
VIP thing, you just see a guy standing up there. DJ Mickey! Woo!
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't want to come here this weekend, but here we are.
What? Tell me your reasoning for this.
I don't pick everything they do all the time.
You two own this place. Do you not pick the theming or like approve it at any point?
That's what
We
the
got-
GM's for.
We got managers and things.
Yeah.
To be fair though, like I dig the Disney. Like I'm, like, you know, I dig it, but it's just a weird choice for you guys.
I give them, you know, they get some leeway to make their own decisions.
have
If they hear about
creative
something upcoming and
freedom.
hot. Yeah,
Hmm.
As long as it is full, I am happy.
if this is what's hot right now, you got to do it.
Yes, Disney is always hot.
All those Star Wars shows coming out, bigger than ever. That's true almost
yeah.
any time in the last 5 years.
Sure.
Just his music.
I got a lot of horn sections. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
So who's eating? How many people do I need to bring back here?
Well, I have
So-
somebody from my herd coming up.
So me and Kozi need something. Sean, do you
Yes.
want somebody?
And Mari, I
Bags.
think.
And Mari.
Bagged, please.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
3 people.
Do we have anything bagged at the
That's not very accommodating for a club.
Not a
like
restaurant.
somebody that's
We could put it directly into a bag.
I don't know. I don't.
Maybe somebody's wearing like a one-piece
put it into
shiny
a cup?
suit and it's like a bag suit.
Listen, I just have a weirdness
like a
when
Ziploc
drinking
bag in the
directly from
back.
people. So, like, I don't care how it happens. Put it in a mug for all I care.
We can do that.
We can figure something out. We got crazy straws
As
and
you
a big sheet.
as stand there, your the GM comes up to you guys like, hey,
Hey,
how's it going? Business is booming. It's doing good. Oh, I see you bringing some guests. Nice.
Liz is gonna stay a little closer in the darker parts of the club because I do not trust myself to do Blush of Life yet.
I'm gonna hold Liz's hand.
Oh yeah, I need to do that, don't I?
just in case.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that. I succeeded. I did get hungry. That's
Because
good.
the last thing I need is to go into a hunger frenzy in a packed club full of humans
Yeah, don't do that,
that are
please.
all within my feeding
Like I
restrictions.
said, I'm holding your hand for support, but also to grab you if you start going.
Yeah, we're doing different nights, different things. I hope you appreciate the music and stuff. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
is
Um,
Disney Night
it-
doing well?
This is our first one because we accidentally booked the wrong person as the DJ, but we're going with it.
Okay.
I
I'm into it.
asked, yeah, so I was looking out and I told him to get the DJ guy with the mouse head, and they ended up with this guy.
Is he actually wearing Mickey Mouse ears, Kevin?
Yeah, it's big old Mickey head. He's like, yeah, apparently
I
I was
I see
asking
where
for-
you went wrong.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a dead mouse and ended up with DJ Mickey here.
Well, no one's perfect.
Some people like it, I guess.
Yeah, but we're going with it.
Maybe.
As long as
I mean, if
people
he
are still
plays a lot
having
of
fun.
Powerline music, is pretty popular.
Yeah, I believe we're actually got the right audience to where they enjoy this ironically and also really enjoy it. They're at that level where they going back around to enjoying Disney, you know. So
Mhm.
They like
think
what
we're
they're
good.
told that they like.
Yeah. But yeah, we got stuff. But anything I can do for you since you're here, boss, and something? I mean, I can bring you the books if you want those. I mean, everything's good.
I think we're here
we're just-
casually.
Yeah,
Tonight.
just gonna spend some time in the VIP section.
Maybe bring in some guests.
So do you want me bring in some like people from outside? Say you want a prize for the VIP section. Do you got some people particular coming in?
Your first ideas, I think that's pretty good.
I'm
Right,
also
I get the-
expecting somebody, and I'll give them the
Oh.
Oliver's name.
Right. Ooh, you're looking a bit pale, boss. You might want to get some juice in you.
Yeah, it's been a
Yep,
long,
that's what I'm here
long
for.
day.
Yeah, look a bit anemic there.
She's gonna just hold her head like she's got a headache.
There was a break-in near where she lived and rattled her.
Hmm. Got the vapors, I think they call them down south.
Yep.
I don't know.
I'll go get
Sometimes.
some people. Alright, I'll be back.
Oh,
I don't speak Spanish.
that's not special.
That's a little too far south there, bud.
Well, you got to be
South of the-
specific.
But at least you know you're in the right direction.
Yeah, I got it
A
right.
few-
You know south.
So a few minutes later, like a group of like 6 women walk in. They're all wearing like similar outfits. You can tell they're just a group of friends. They're like, "Oh, we got chosen to be VIP and go in the room. Oh, fancy."
Jilon will have on awe and like welcome in and make sure they feel comfortable and introduce them around to people.
Does that cost anything?
Nope.
Sweet.
And it's against humans. It's
Can
basically just a cool
Can I see
thing.
if they're God, none of them are gonna like me. Anyway, can
It's
I
the
try
cape.
and scry the soul? I want to
What's-
see if I
What's
have...
what's not to like? Except you know you know what? I'm gonna shut up.
You're
Yes.
classy.
That's smart. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good. That's
Yeah,
a good choice.
Just really, just put a boot in it, man.
I mean, you like
realized
to
I
get as
made a
drunk as they do.
All right, listen, I was
You get that in
having a
common.
night.
It's fine. It's fine. You got that in common.
So you said you're using Scry the Soul?
Yeah, I want to know what their residents are.
Oh, does that tell you what the resonance is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where do they live?
So
Yeah,
Rouse
Tell
check.
me where you live, please.
How much do they like this Disney song?
Yeah. Are you jamming?
Oh, yeah.
And
It
can
actually
we
does
get-
tell you their mood, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know Jilon can smell that
because
as
I
well.
need it for my other the new
Ability.
ability.
Discipline.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
So,
the
yeah.
one.
Roll your Rouse check, then Intelligence plus Aspects afterwards.
Okay, rouse check's good. Intelligence.
Part of Jilon's hosting duties is also having the Bloodhound ability. So if you know what you're looking for, you might be able to find the right person
What
for
was the other one?
It is Intelligence plus Aspects.
Oh, okay, yes.
Actually, Liz is gonna say I probably need to try more than one person tonight. If you can find somebody sanguine.
you. Hmm.
I get yes. I'm
He can handle that.
Somebody
I
penguin?
I have 4 successes.
Nailed it. Yes. Penguin.
All right. So
It's better than a puffin.
I feel like that would be easy.
You don't know. You don't know that.
I don't
need,
get that
um,
reference, but alright.
Philomatic.
Is that a MASH reference?
Phlegmatic.
No, it's
so
a reference to a previous event.
Motion of
I know-
state
I
and
know, but
residence.
it's just-
Oh, where's my random charter? Probably should.
I don't think
Go.
there were any penguins in MASH.
It said that was just a joke because it's like an old TV show.
Listen, that phlegmatic can be a thing. Maybe they're nostalgic for Disney shit.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. It could
Hoisted
be,
by your own petard. Really brings you back.
sentimental. is
Yeah.
1.
Hold on, I mean,
Maybe they're there
Well,
as a group and
did
they're
I
like
say how many
celebrating.
girls were in the group?
6.
The
No.
group 6.
Oh,
said
okay.
6.
Never mind.
Okay.
I didn't
One-
have
a-
enough
a
fingers on one
handful.
hand.
A handful of an assassin.
So somebody keep track.
The 6-fingered man.
Okay.
You do have a sanguine who is very happy because you can tell their emotional state and resonance with your role.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you got 2 questions answered.
Also, as they're
If-
supernatural beings, but I feel like they're not.
well, there's
Hopefully not.
it's 2 of the questions on the list, so I was going with emotional
Oh.
state and
Okay.
the other one because that's
I
what
thought
you're
you
worried
get to
about.
know all of the things.
No.
The higher the roll, the better. But
Yeah. Answers a
it's-
number of questions equal to the margin of the roll.
but it's also not in order or whatever. So if you were seeking out if they were supernatural, I could have answered that instead of one of the other 2.
Yeah,
I just was
no,
going with the ones that make sense for.
Listen,
So,
if one of them is a fucking vampire, we'll deal with
We'll
it.
figure
when
it
we
out
deal
soon
with it.
enough.
Yeah.
So
Hey, they're
one
welcome
is-
too.
There's a phlegmatic. She seems a bit apathetic. Like she's the person in the group that just goes with everyone else.
Yeah.
And you always have one of those. Another sanguine who's very basically, woo, yeah. Well, another phlegmatic. Yeah, she seems to be very like more controlling, like the boss of the group, who basically tells everyone else what to do.
Hmm.
I think there's 2 more, right?
Yep.
Ooh, a melancholy. Very scared. Possibly due to the fact that they just got randomly invited to the VIP of a random group.
Oh no.
Oh, the smart one.
Oh, and a choleric. You have one of everyone. Yeah, she's very envious for some reason.
Well, you can't be in a room with Jilon and
I think that's
Also,
all
I
6.
apologize for my horrific spelling of phlegmatic. I don't care.
Hello, surgery. Sure.
I think that's right. This is the way it sounds.
That's basically it, yeah.
I'm not a fan of this song.
Yep, so you got those 6 girls, and a few moments later there is a knock on the door and Oliver shows up. Oliver's like, "Hey Liz!"
Hey, it's been a
Oh,
while.
wow. Got a party going up.
Party
on-
time.
A bit, yeah.
Like, I can't stay out too late. I gotta study.
I understand. I just
Nerd
Yeah.
alert.
I got a test on the pituitary system.
I'll be honest, I do not remember what that is. It's
The
been a
tongue.
long time since
No.
health
Anyway,
classes.
so yeah, but I got a few moments. I didn't think yours this kind of a meeting, but figured out a club. But what do you need?
Okay, Liz is going to activate all.
Oh,
Because that doesn't cost anything.
love that joke from George of the Jungle. They looked up out of the
Fucking
mountain with
joke.
awe.
Oh, that's
Is that Disney?
awe. AWE. Ooh.
And Liz is very much the sort of person that she does not really mind just fooling around with anybody. That's the sort of thing that she posits all of her feeding as. So more of just a good time with a bunch of friends. And I will attempt to feed from him, but I'm only how much is it for the non-harmful?
It is a frenzy test first. But non-harmful, I believe, is like 2.
Okay, cool. All right, frenzy test.
Yeah, the
Cool,
first
cool,
time you
cool,
sink your
cool,
teeth into
cool.
that delicious blood.
And this room would have a lot of places where it's low light in the corner type of stuff.
Oh, I
So you
did
could-
really, really well. Okay. Well, I did sort of well. 5 successes.
Oh, you managed to control yourself.
Love the
Sorry.
backtracking. Just I did really well. Well, I did okay. Okay.
Maximum
Well-
harmful. Yeah, you cure 2 hunger.
Okay.
So he's just like, oh,
And out of curiosity, what's his
oh yeah, he's the
resonance?
one I didn't choose.
Yeah.
Well, going with what you sent to me,
I would
happy. So
probably think
that's yep. Though he is very intellectual too. So give me a second. Right now he's a little melancholy, which is the intellectual grounded, because before he got up here he was like studying and stuff, so his brain is all like still working on the stiff.
Thinking about all those
I'll put
plans.
down fleeting melancholic.
And then I say those who need to feed. They provide a cup, a little juice cup for Sean that they can put a little bit of blood in.
A pip cup.
Thank you. And if there's like one of the
Chalice.
girls that are like probably the apprehensive one or whatever, like, or any of them that aren't like taken, he just like small talk or whatever, just get to know him. You know what? They're not just food.
We're not
Probably get along with
you're
the
not-
apathetic one.
Mm.
She's not really into all this. Maybe.
Okay.
Don't you just hate sitting at clubs? Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of suck.
I'll take the bossy bitch then.
You want
You
to
ever been in a
dance?
car accident?
Don't you just hate sports like I do? Yeah.
The Super Bowl tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be a good time to go out somewhere that's not the Super Bowl.
Maybe that's why the grocery store was so busy the other day instead of just the snowstorm we're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone was buying stuff for the ball of
Yeah.
supers.
The
You
super
mean
bowel.
the
Super
COVID
Bowl.
spreading events?
If there's a
Yeah.
Super Bowl, is there a Super Spoon?
Ah,
Um.
cost you money at the block. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying to talk up the other girl, the bitchy lady.
And the boss of the group.
Yeah.
It's like just looking at our friends, like, enjoy yourselves. It's not every day we get to be VIPs. I told you if you flash enough money, we'd get up to the VIP lounge eventually.
Yes.
Y'all were like, oh no, we're not gonna give you $40 to get the extra, outfits and stuff. But I told you, it's worth it. Look at this.
Oh, they
Run
want
high.
matching outfits. That's really cute.
Stand out. And I don't
Alright.
care what they say, it's Disney night. It's still fine enough music if they're playing it at a club.
A volume and bass, you don't care what else
no,
is in
well,
it.
Hello there.
Nice.
Hi.
You one of the owners?
Yes, I am.
Oh, it's a really nice club. This is our second time being here.
Yes, we really wanted to put the all into it, especially that like $100 wine that is served downstairs. Really just the elite of the elite.
It can get a little pricey, but I keep telling my friends here the secret. You find a guy who's already been drinking, you schmooze on up, and they'll pay for your drinks.
That's the key. That's the ticket. Or you can get a whole bottle and a very nice night right now.
That comes with a VIP package? Nice, free bottle.
The
Roll
show-
hearing this, and because I know that Oliver also really likes wine, Liz is gonna activate Blush of Life and go out to one of the servers and order a couple of
I guess-
bottles of wine.
persuasion and charisma
Okay.
or manipulation, one of the two.
I am not
I feel
hungrier with blush of
uncomfortable.
life.
Cozy is more of a, I have a bunch of nerds and they all are horny as hell, so like it's very easy to go get all horny and gay as hell.
Yes.
Persuasion. Yes. Yes. And then charisma.
I'm listening to the Disney sound.
Yeah, me too. I
remixes.
can't understand. I can't recognize some of these songs.
There's some old ones because they just did like one from Dumbo, the Elephants on Parade.
I saw that one. That was neat. And now it's like a Frozen one that is not a club song at all.
Pink
Yeah.
Elephant remix is actually really good. To find
Yeah.
Okay,
the
I
right
got
pun.
5 successes.
She gets the hint. Because some people just cannot take hints to save their lives.
Also, what is a messy critical?
That's if you get 10 with you. If you roll like 2 10s, you get a crit. You get a messy crit.
If
It
it's on
points a
your
hunger
hunger
dice.
dice.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it has to be hunger.
Yeah, because I got 110, but I didn't remember what it was. Okay, yes.
And
yes.
while Liz is going to get the wine, Cat is going to be right back.
All right.
Any of the guests that aren't being occupied by one of the kindred would be, Jilon would be holding court over all of that, making sure they're having a good time and are somewhat distracted from the questionable activities that everyone else
Yeah.
might be doing.
Yeah, one of them just sitting there staring at Jilon, just like, you're a
He knows, but he
beautiful
doesn't pay
man."
attention.
She's like, hi.
He's a very good host, but I am not.
Yeah, I've always tried to be a good host in real life. I had a friend who was a little less than gracious host growing up, who was like, go to his house, be like, we're thirsty. And he went outside into the garden hose and poured garden hose water into a cup for us. We're like, couldn't even
the
get it from the
fuck?
fucking tap.
Maybe that's how he gets water when he's home alone. Maybe he's just a yard kid. He lives outside.
Yeah, it
So
was weird.
weird. All right.
I know. We're just kind of like, couldn't even just offer us tap water. Like, gee. But yeah. So what's Mari doing?
I don't know. I was
Oh.
thinking, she's just not. There's a lot of stuff has happened. she, she had a discussion last night with like the Tremere about how she lets people walk all over her and stuff. So and on top of that, the breakup and the raccoon incident and just crying all the time. I
That
think she's just
raccoon
like,
thing.
I think she just is like, can I get a cup? Like, he's got a cup. Is that gonna work? Like, I don't want to do that. The last time I fed from somebody, it went bad. I don't.
That's so one of the people does allow you to take some blood. He's just kind of like, wow, this is some weird kinky shit you guys have both in this VIP lounge.
Once you get to the upper tier of the V and the IP, you get to experience all kinds of things.
Oh yeah,
Then
the
you go
V.
down to the lower V, if you know what I'm saying.
I was gonna say the V stands for venipuncture.
Oh, another doctor in the place, huh? Scientist.
I mean,
The V stands for vampire.
I was going for the V and VIP isn't very.
Mhm.
All the metaphors were unintended, but welcome. Similes? Wordplay.
simile will have the word like. This is like this. Well, metaphor
Mhm.
does not. That's the difference.
Those SATs didn't teach me shit.
Good, guys. They're not designed to teach you anything.
No, they're designed to see how white I am.
They're designed to see how well you do the very first year of college. That is it. And they are okay at it.
No. None of the things I studied for the SATs came up in my first year of college.
That's why I said okay.
Yeah, I'm a fucking art student.
All right. So I'll say it fast forward a couple hours. You feed, have fun. People memories kind of start getting erased. When there is a knock on your door.
Liz is going to also feed from one of the women that are sanguine, if possible.
Yeah. And your GM, who I believe you said is on somewhat of the know, so he can actually
Mhm.
get stuff accomplished, does lead the ladies out after you fix up their memories and stuff and gives them juice.
They don't remember anything different. It's just clouded. So the actual feeding is. But that's the other reason for the wine. Ply them with expensive wine and make them think they just got a little tipsy and forgot.
I hope they remember
The,
the
one,
moves.
one Sean was talking to, it's like, it's nice talking to you. You should probably drive.
Yeah.
Maybe get an Uber.
And I'll send Oliver home with a bottle of the fancy stuff.
It's like, nice. Gonna need this after finals.
Yeah, I figured you might like it.
All right.
So after they're gone, I guess we need one more, yeah, to take back that word.
Just again, hear that knocking.
Where are my manners? Jilon will answer the door.
You open the door, you see an old friend standing there.
Pavil?
No, you see Julian Luna.
Oh shit.
He's just
Hey.
like, you guys are here. I came by a couple nights and hoping you guys would be here, but you weren't, so I figured you're busy with other things.
Yeah,
Figured
on
you'd
in,
come to
join
my
us.
restaurant. I come and visit you at your place every now and then. How's everything going?
It's been a
Good
couple
question.
of evenings.
Was wild.
He just goes, sits down in a chair. It's a nice place, very upscale.
We tried.
Spared no expense.
Musical choices aren't quite my forte, but
We have
yeah,
we have a
different
different
It was
music
an
every night.
accident we're leading into.
Every week,
Well-
is different music.
I like slightly older fashion music comparatively. Clubbing music's just never been really big on my thing.
Maybe a club version of your old-fashioned music could be welcome at some point.
Mhm.
A different interpretation of a classical art.
If we just have like a lovely night of classical music.
Yeah, but not here.
Classical and clubbing don't really go all that well together.
Well, you can do like a masquerade night. Oh, that would be lovely.
I can say about that, yeah. We do have themed nights occasionally.
That guy that keeps coming here dressed as Goofy finally had his night, didn't he?
Is that seriously a thing?
So what can we do for you,
Turns
Mr.
out
Luna?
it's just Karina from Coffee, dressing as Goofy.
Totally
Thanks, I
was.
just came to check up on you and see how you're doing. I know last time we talked, several of you had some issues going on.
That's just my life in general. Julie.
Yeah, basically.
But hey, if you need stuff, I am here and you know where my restaurant is.
What do you know about Pavil?
Not a lot. I am still relatively new to the city. I know he's been around for a while. He's apparently a little bit of how to put it, a master
recluse man?
thief.
If someone told you he was on the floor and he smelled, you'd say, "Yeah, I know."
I
We-
don't judge,
yeah.
but he does have a scent to him.
Uh-huh.
Thankfully, we don't have to breathe.
It still gets in there. Do you know who his sire is, by chance?
I never actually asked.
We also forgot to do that.
Well, it can also be a personal question for a lot of vampires, because as you know, that your sire relationship with your sire can be very
Yeah, we've known a
not
few
the
people
greatest.
that have
Considering-
had some
because
shit
they're
sires.
technically your murderer also, which can sometimes have negative consequences on a relationship. Now, my sire, we actually ended up with a very decent relationship, worked very well. Then I did find out he kind of set me up earlier in my life and all, but we made amends up until his untimely death.
That's
Sorry
good.
to hear that.
Happy ending. Well, sort of.
Yeah, he took several bullets set for me, so to speak.
Must have been a lot of them.
Phosphorus rounds.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yep. Yeah, Napa Valley was a very dog-eat-dog town for a while.
I did have a question for you that's very random and out of nowhere. We just happened to be discussing it recently. For a vampire that isn't quite as old enough to really turn to dust, is it possible to tell the difference between one that's in torpor and one that's been killed?
Yes.
How do you tell? Is it just
Well,
based on decay?
I gotta change the soundtrack. Sorry. Yeah. So, couple things. You can taste the vitae within them, if there is any.
Mm.
Also, depending on the type of torpor, there can still be occasional movement or twitching within them.
Oh, okay.
There's apparently certain kind of the Tremere and a few others have a way of tasting blood to determine things too, but generally that's how I do it. And then like a technique I saw before is just the tiniest drop of blood. If they are still with us, there's like a little reaction where they will kind of drink or default drink, try get the blood down. While if they are final death, it's just
They won't
gonna sit
react.
there. Yeah, it's like a reflective state of ours.
Yeah, that makes sense. Looking over at Mari and Kozi. Like, did we have any other questions or anything?
How are you doing?
Oh, glad you asked. I'm doing quite well currently. Even though there's a lot of issues going on, my restaurant is making profit already, and I've only been here a bit, which is nice. I'm actually going to be opening a second one in the northern part of the
That's
city.
incredible.
Yeah, slightly lower level one for lower income. Get people to appreciate authentic Italian foods.
Authentic Italian cuisine.
Yeah. And,
Congratulations.
yeah, there's that. Let's see. Yeah, my area has been pretty good so far. The my personal domain where I was granted hunting privileges has been pretty devoid of any of the fighting. Apparently, I'm either respected or feared enough that no one is bothering me. That's always good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, just living the unlife that we all do, walking the path of Golconda. It's a rough path.
Like from the Marvel movie?
No, that's Wakanda.
Oh.
Forever. There's a Golconda. Yeah.
That's,
Okay.
That's the path to retaining humanity, yeah.
It is said that once you mastered it truly, that you can shed the vampire state and return to a state of humanity. You can
No
break the
one's
curse, supposedly.
really got that far though, have they?
It's hypothesized that one went there and then came back to teach others. The vampire elder Solot, I believe his name was. He's the one who brought it back from the east, the path. Yeah. But apparently he achieved it and then walked back on the path to teach his fellow kindred the path of salvation.
Right on.
I don't know how true the rumors are or anything, but it's way before my time.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else done it?
Say that again.
Has anybody else done it?
No one recorded. But that could just mean those who have achieved it never looked back and just kind of left this kindred society to the point where it's just not recorded. It's kind of like one of those
Yeah.
things where it's like once you leave the abusive family, you don't come back.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, makes sense.
But I'm been walking the path for a couple decades now, ever since my beloved died, and I decided that the life that I was living before, fighting for princedom and power, just was a hollow fight.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Agreed.
I don't judge those who do live those life and stuff. Everyone walks their own path.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Luna, do you know Arthur?
You're gonna have to specify. I know a couple of Arthurs.
Kindred that's new to the city, like yourself.
I have not personally met him. I have heard about him through some of the others in the city. Recluse, apparently somewhat old, pretty wealthy, wants to be left alone.
He's something, all right.
Yeah, I think the person who O'Donovan and John may have had the most contact with him.
So you wouldn't know if he's into monster trucks.
I would not know that. Sorry,
Okay, cool.
odd question, but
You're hearing it more and more.
I mean,
Do you think that O'Donovan guy would know?
O'Donovan probably would know stuff. Whether or not he would tell you is a different story, because he does have a policy of not sharing secrets. Because if he showed, as he puts it, if he gave you Arthur's secrets, then why would you trust him with your secrets? Because he would just turn around and give it away if you don't believe him, you know.
Well, it's not a secret that I think monster trucks are cool.
I was just saying, like, the whole
Yeah.
thing overall. Like,
Well,
if
we
it's
could
not
just-
something secret, you know.
I
just
guess we could ask.
him.
You could probably ask him about Pavel's thing. Just talking to Liz, like, because wouldn't O'Donovan know more about Pavel than if you guys haven't asked him
Probably,
anything?
yeah. It doesn't, yeah.
I turn to Liz and I like whisper in her ear and be like, "When couldn't we ask Julian if he could help Pavel?"
I would like to, but only if you think we can trust him.
I trust no one. One day I expect you to stab me in the back, so like
Smart. So
Kozi, I will let you know when I do that. I'll give you a heads up.
Thanks,
I'll
Sean.
warn you
That's
before I
really
shank
nice
you in
of
the back.
We'll set up an arena for it.
It's not like it's gonna help me very much. I know you can kick my ass, but thank you nonetheless.
Apologies for our awkwardness, Julian. It's been one hell of an evening or two or three. I believe Pavil, our shadow, is in torpor. And it's one that the only way to wake him would be with vitae of more potent blood than ours, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if
Well.
you think that's something that you can help with, or if you have any ideas of who else might be able to.
I possibly could. I'm little reluctant to like give Pavil any kind of like blood and stuff, but I don't know where he is or anything, but I could help. I mean, kind of willing. It becomes a little messy overall because Pavel will believe that he's like indebted to me and all this stuff, and I trying to reduce the amount of debts I'm owed, not increasing them.
If
But
Can
you're not
have you
willing, that's
prepare,
fine.
Pass that debt on to
a
us.
disguise so he doesn't know it's you.
but yeah, I can check. Also, I'm not quite sure how thick Pavel's blood is compared to mine.
We're not sure either.
Yes,
I've
why
never-
we wondered if you knew that.
Yeah, that can actually vary from individual to individual vampire to an extent because those of certain generations, some can have slightly thicker blood than others depending on age and stuff like that. But I can come and see what I can do and just check in on it. I mean, that's not something I won't do. I just like I said, I'm just a little reluctant to get more people indebted to me.
If it's easier, you could think of it as a favor for us rather than Pavel.
Uh,
Lean
I-
over to Kozi. Should we mention the other part? The other one in the building, or leave that part out?
We can handle that one.
Was that we can handle it on our own, or
Yeah.
um? I do have a thing I have to do. Well, no, we probably have time. Because I was supposed to meet, God, I can never remember his fucking name.
I
Raymond.
remember. Oh.
In 3 hours, or Raymond in 3 hours, Zach in 2.5. It was like 45 minutes to get waiting to feed. So we might have time to wake him up before we leave, but we also might want to do that other thing first.
Okay. I mean, like, we don't have to do it tonight. It's not going anywhere. If you have other plans, we can do it another night.
I mean, I don't think he'd really like being like that any longer than he has to, but
If you seem to have some plans coming up, we could meet later this evening.
that's
or
what
this
I was
night,
thinking, yes.
It's
Yes.
also true.
if you need to. But yeah, also, Mari, how are you doing? You seem very quiet tonight.
She's just like laying down on the couch, like face first into like the crook of the couch, the cushions, and she's just like, fine.
I think
Scout.
that might be a lie. Do you need to talk? Your friends are here. I mean,
We're all
Or
here for you, Mario.
your allies
Yeah.
at least.
I will always be here to talk to you.
Should you need us?
Well, I don't know. Some asshole told me that I was just a pawn in other people's games who, and then my went to my my clan and they were like, yeah, he's right. So
Hey, I don't know much about vampire stuff or a whole lot about mafia stuff, but I do know a little about chess. And you know what the good thing about pawns are? They get to change and be something different of their own choosing. So, I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe Mr. Luna has other ideas, or anyone else has other ideas, but
No, that is a decent
Oh.
analogy.
It's
a
good.
pawn
It's
can
a
be
good.
something else.
Pawns do become queens, rooks, bishops, and stuff when they reach the other side of the board after, taking out things in their path.
They do?
After they walk through war, I mean, they come out different on the other side.
Also, a pawn can always check a king.
Strength in
Okay.
numbers.
You are amazing, and I have zero doubt that you can do the things that you want to do.
Yeah,
It's a matter of where you are too, because a pawn on a checkerboard would just wreck shop. They'd have no chance. You just put it in perspective.
And
That's not how the
I
game
will
works,
say
bud.
to you, as somebody who has been exactly in the same direction as you, it fucking sucks. But like, what do you know, what the point is to protect the people around you, I think, and yourself, and learn from the things that you've done in the past.
It's just that I spent my entire life as a pawn in my father's game, and nothing ever came out of that. I just was nothing. And then I thought, hey, here's something I could do for myself. And I guess I learned nothing from that.
Well, you've only been at it for a couple of years in both. It takes time to build up to this sort of stuff. It's not going to happen overnight.
Only that, but your dad is playing checkers while you're playing chess. You know what I
That
mean?
too, yeah.
I mean,
Sounds like a big joker.
Julian's just like, so I'm reluctant to offer this kind of advice because, as you know, I'm trying along this path of humanity to push my past behind me and to go on a new path. So, and I don't really like the thought of early on having other vampires go down the whole dance that we do. But in my mortal days and before I started this path, I did go from just a little pawn in the world to the most powerful kindred in the city. And all those who challenged me and who thought that they could play me or make me a pawn in their games ended up meeting final death. So if you really need to, Mari, because I understand where your family comes from, I come from similar roots. I can give you some advice if you want to go the less noble path.
Let's
I
go
also
for a
have-
walk.
I also have associates back west still, but yeah, if you want to have time to talk, I can give you advice, but I will not personally do anything beyond advice. I don't want to fall from my path, but I can advise.
I would appreciate the just as an example, even if I don't take the advice.
Right, so one example is a Bruja back home was causing issues. And at one point they decided to take my last living relative and make them into a vampire against my wishes. I didn't want her to become one of us, and if she did, I would have preferred of my clan. But he forced the issue, kidnapped her, made her one of them. So I proceeded to show that I was not to be pushed around at first. I grabbed him, ripped out his fangs, drove him to the desert as the sun was going to rise, and basically left him to try and survive on his own. After that, he was very subdued for a while, but then decided to start his own shit again. This time, I made sure there's no way for him to get out of the desert without death, because I beheaded him. And allowed his body to burn up in the sun. There was another time where someone that I was intimate with decided to start revealing some of the masquerade secrets to a mortal boy toy of hers that I didn't approve of. So I set it up to where we blackmailed her to the point where she willingly walked into the sun in order to save face.
Jesus.
Those are some things that you could do, but I
just
don't
kinda look at
recommend.
Liz like, and this is why we trust no one.
So it's stuff I used to do. I like I said, after death of my second wife, I moved up. That though her death at the hands of an enemy did result in my last rampage, which is where I realized that I should not walk this path anymore. Enemies used that relationship I had with her, killed her, and I proceeded to take out all the remaining Bruja in my city systematically, one by one,
Shit.
with the resources I had at my disposal. But I don't recommend it. And if you, just as examples, but if you want to walk down that path, I can advise.
I don't.
It will eat away at your soul, though.
I just don't. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna leave the club and just start walking.
Can I follow her?
I mean, are you trying stealthy or just like walking behind her like,
I'll try to be stealthy for now.
are you disciplining it up or are you just regular stealthing?
I don't think I have good regular stealth.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go regular stealth. I'm trying, but not very hard. You know what I mean?
Stealth and dex.
One success.
All right, so Mari, you can roll wits and awareness to see if you notice Kozi following you a little.
Okay. Hang on.
Did Mari feed it all?
Yeah, I'm gonna say she could. From the sanguine, the other one. What that was not being, or whatever, whichever one. Wits and awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So if I don't have anything in awareness, so that means just wits, right?
Correct.
Okay. 2 successes.
All right, so as you're walking, you are aware that Kozi seems to be following you at a distance.
Kozi, you don't have to follow me.
But I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just walking in the same direction as you. And if you happen to want to talk about something, I would probably hear it since I'm going in the same direction as you. And I will talk to the air with myself because I tend to do that a lot.
I came into a lot of this when Mario introduced me to the Tremere, introduced me to Erica. I thought this was a new chance, and it probably is for a lot of people, and it probably might be for me. But I still think about Denise getting taken and Cesare and his family and how they treated him. And I think about Julian Luna's sister or being a family member, whatever, being forced to become a vampire. And I think about my brother. And I would do anything to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Well, as somebody who has started a new life several times now, it takes a lot of work to actually have a new life. And it never really, really works. Your past, the people that care about you will always care about you, and the people that pretend to care about you will try to keep pretending to do so. And there's only so much you can push away before it catches up with you again. But the other bit of trying to protect the ones you love, I understand that perfectly. I mean, the only reason I'm not dead now is because I care about you guys, and you guys keep me going. So I'm trying my best and trying to do better for you guys. But both of those things take time and working on it, and just trying to have a goal. You know? There's not really a straight path to it, but just keep going, and I know you will get it. It is possible to have the people that you care about in your life. Because they will also take care of you.
I just don't want to be a pawn to anyone. And I guess that's something I'm going to have to work on. I was a pawn for my father, and I was a pawn for him in everything I did before I became a vampire, and I was a pawn to him in him wanting me to marry Cesare, and I was a pawn to Giovanni. That's all I was, and I'm a pawn to Robin, and I'm a pawn to the Tremere too.
I will let you in on a secret. Vampires are a pyramid scheme. You're gonna be a pawn, but like we said before, pawns can change their shape. And also, no matter how small you are, you can still throw a well-lit torch at the vampire. All of us still go up in the blaze of fire at the end of the day, you know? Don't overthink it though about this stuff, okay? It's gonna take time. It's gonna take a lot of time. Nothing happens overnight.
I didn't mean to make you follow me, so let's just Thank you. And I appreciate the talk.
Um, I have to admit, I had a different reason for coming out here. I needed to ask a question, and I don't know how I feel about it. Speaking of the past coming back to haunt me.
Okay.
Friend of mine has been looking for me here, and I don't know if I should talk to her. I'm really scared.
I just go up to Kozi and I give you a hug. I'm like, what? It's okay to be scared. And I don't know the specifics of everything with her and the everything, but you do what's right for you. If this is going to hurt you, then don't do it. And if there's anything that I can do to be a barrier for her and you, then let me know.
The more she's here, the more she's in our circles. She works at your shop.
She does?
Yes. Tommy hired her. She works at the cyber cafe too.
Tommy, what? No, what?
Yeah.
No, he couldn't remember whether she took the job there or with him, and I think it was determined that she's working at the bookstore.
She has two jobs. It's both of them, and
Oh,
I
shit.
asked him if he could not schedule her when like during the nighttime, and he was like,
Do you want me to fire her?
I don't want her to get hurt. You know, like she's just gonna. I don't know what to do because if I talk to her, people are gonna think that she's important to me and try to hurt her. If I don't talk to her, she's gonna try to learn more things and she's gonna get in trouble at some point because she works at two vampire shops.
We can ask Dan to kick her back.
I know she's looking for me, and I don't know why she's like. She's very determined. It makes me worried.
She cares about you. But you do what's right for you. Protect. You know, just do what you think is right. I'm not going to stop you if you don't want to talk to her, but also if you would like for me to fire her, then I will do so.
No, I need to talk to her. I'm very different from what she remembers me as. And I don't know if I'm ready to talk about it. But I need to, because I'm worried about her and I don't want her to get hurt. What if Robin finds out and then he grabs her and we have another situation like you had with Denise?
That was one of the scariest moments of my life. But Denise was okay, and it's okay to be different than the last time she saw you. Because if she cares about you enough, she will still like you for who you are now.
See, I don't know if I like me the way I am right now.
I like you.
Thanks. Okay. I'll let you go on your walk to do whatever. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Okay.
Meanwhile, back at the club. So I have to go talk to somebody to try and deal with that thin blood. And then I guess we're all gonna meet up and wake Edward up and see what the fuck happened. Yeah.
Ooh. Who's Edward?
Who's talking?
Julian Luna.
Oh shit.
It's pronounced Pavil.
For some reason I thought he left. She would not have said that in front of him because he doesn't know about that yet.
We're gonna have to do something with him before. Well, we can't talk about that right now if he's here.
Yeah, no.
He's gonna
he-
meet us
yeah.
for Pavil later, so we can
Mhm.
be ready
So-
for him.
When do you want me to come? Are you gonna bring Pavil to my place, or do you want me to come to your place?
Maybe come to ours.
Do you got the address? I can put it into my phone.
Yes, I will give him the address. And
Pulls out like the most advanced iPhones, like.
Yeah. I have a thing in at like 9:30, so we could do like 1 or 2 maybe,
Oh, kind of late.
or midnight maybe.
Sure, I'll be there.
Okay, midnight. Cool.
Oh, also, let Mari know that if she does need help with certain things, I can call some associates to come to the city to help her.
I'll let her know. I know that she's struggling.
She's at a
lot
crossroads in
with-
her life between what she wants to be, what others demand of her, and what she truly is. It just takes time for someone to realize which path is truly them versus one of those other paths.
Yeah.
She'll get there eventually. Probably make some mistakes along the way, but
Yeah,
we all do. And honestly, the only true mistake in life is not learning from your mistakes.
Yeah.
So if she needs help, just let her know. Restaurant's always open for the most part. We do have to
Oh,
close
yeah.
occasionally for cleaning and stuff and
Mhm.
all that. But alright, well, I will be seeing you all later. Good to meet you, Sean. Jilon.
Farewell.
I think he actually met Sean before he met Jilon. No, because we met him at one of the parties, I think.
No, but the second episode Sean was in, they did meet because that was where Mari was spilling her guts.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, well, this is weird.
And he proceeds to get up and walk away.
Yeah, so the thing that I, as soon as he's like well out of earshot, so the thing that I have in a few hours is a way to get that thin blood out of the city. I've been thinking about it, and as much as I would like to have an inside man into Robin's sick little mind, this kid's going to get killed if he stays here. Like, John Thomas is not going to stop. If there's any hint that he's still in the city, it's just a waiting game until he gets ganked.
Sounds like it.
But if I can get him out of the city, I can keep him alive for a while. Maybe give John a few years to cool down and forget about it. And in the meantime, this kid's still alive. And I mean, Atlanta's an anarch city. Maybe I could have him feed me some information about any attempted Camarilla stirrings there.
Could be a good resource,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
assuming he stays connected.
Well, if he doesn't, I can just go find his ass. And
That's a good point.
I do have to decide though whether I want to just pay Raymond off or if I want to owe him a favor. Because on one hand, the last time he did call me for work, it was super easy and it was great. But I also can't let it get back to John Thomas that I smuggled somebody out of the city. Well, I mean, he doesn't need to know why.
It's never great, I found in my profession, to owe somebody a favor. It's great if they owe you, but no, I'd say as much as it might be a financial burden, just pay it.
I agree. Money's one and done. Very simple.
Yeah.
No mystery there.
These favors can get quite messy.
It could hang over your head for who knows how long.
That too.
Yeah, but it is kind of the main currency in the Camarilla.
If they
And
asked
again-
if you wanted to pay with money, then I say
Yeah, he
go
did
for the easy
offer.
solution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they didn't want, money, then they shouldn't have offered
That's
to
fair.
use that.
Yeah.
Do you got that on your own then?
Yeah.
That seems
I-
like a one-person job. Although I
Yeah.
don't have anything going on, I could help if you needed a second person. But we also need to
Honestly,
deal with Edward before
a
Julian shows up.
yes. But that said, a second set of eyes to actually check and see if this kid is followed to where we're going would be really helpful. Because the last thing we need is for them to know what ship he's getting on.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a ship. You could very easily catch a plane and beat him to where they're going before he even arrives and be waiting for him.
That's true. Planes are much faster if
Yeah.
you know where the boat's going.
It's true.
I mean, I can help. I don't know how good I am at spotting tails, except the kinds that you wear.
I mean,
Jackets, they have tails.
oh, coattails.
It's
Okay.
not really in
Alright.
style now, but if you go to a circus, you'll see them.
Yeah.
Old
Some
movies.
Some really
Anybody
fancy
with
places.
Yeah.
anybody just keeping an eye out will help. I'm gonna text Mari and Koz and ask if they're coming back or if they're gonna meet us at the community center.
Crying emoji, crying emoji.
Kozi says, I have something to do. I will meet you there.
Okay.
Me too. I'll meet you there.
Okay. I guess let's find somebody to take back with us and go wake up Edward.
Are you waking up Edward first?
Yeah, how much time do I have? Because it was 3 hours. It was probably an hour or so.
Maybe less than an hour to meet the people.
We can wait till you're done. We have time after that, depending on how long it takes before
That's
Luna
true,
gets
yeah.
there. And if we run out of time, we can just throw them in a closet. Worry about it later.
That is true. I would prefer to hear from Edward before we wake Pavil up, though, because Pavil is honestly probably going to wake up spitting mad.
Well, then that'd be a good thing for him not to have anyone be mad at the moment. If Edward's
Yes.
awake and around, they might just go at it again.
Well, my thought is if I also this sounds so fucking selfish. I want to know if Edward was the one who did it before we wake Pavil up, because I want to know if this is my fault.
The only way to get answers is to ask the questions.
Yeah, that's wake
Should we
Edward up.
wake him up and then knock him back out immediately?
I mean, we could if we don't like
Wake
the
up.
answer.
Ah!
I mean, yes, you remember, you told me that it was staking. They just kind of stay asleep. They don't die.
They don't.
So then, like, we could just unstake him, feed him if we have to, ask him a question, then just restake him.
It's true. Yeah, if we don't like the answers.
Yeah, you do know pulling the stake out, he's gonna wake up hungry as all shit.
Well, that's why I mentioned the feeding.
Why I mentioned shackles and manacles and chains,
Oh
restraints.
my.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a
I'm
party.
sure we have some lying around.
Oh, Jesus.
Nah, Adrian took them all with him.
Yeah, and I will stop. I'm gonna need to pull out some money.
Raymond does accept checks, and
Well, I also
know.
need to give what's his nuts some liquid cash so that he has money to get a hotel when he gets there or something.
I stop by the ATM.
Because I don't know how much
Yeah.
money this guy has in his pocket right now. I'm gonna guess it's probably not enough to like run away in the middle of the night money and not be seen.
Motels are cheap. Some places. Find the right ones anyway.
In Atlanta? I don't know.
Well, the outskirts.
Anyway.
Well, Atlanta's landlocked, so wherever he lands on a boat, it's going to be.
There's always the cheap.
I guess he's gonna have to
areas.
catch a train. Raymond mentioned a ship, so maybe a shipping container that they'll put onto a train and then
Yeah. Ride the rails. A night train.
So
Sounds like a fun
say,
adventure.
so you're gonna go to the shipping first.
yeah. Pick
Okay,
up some
so-
stuff for like
Say you arrive, then you went to ATM and everything. You
Yeah.
see several
maybe
shipping
get a small
containers.
cooler with some of the stuff, some of the blood that we have in the fridge. Throw it
see,
into a duffel bag.
You see Mr. Frost there wearing his standard.
I did tell Zach
casual
to meet me
clothing.
there half an hour before I was meant to meet with Frost.
Yeah.
But
Roughly similar. So you see Zach in a car with someone else just looking around.
I'll sort of
Raymond in this corner a bit talking to some Asian guys.
I'll acknowledge Raymond and then walk up to the car.
Rolls down the window. It's like,
Did any of you guys come with me?
Yeah, I would have gone, I guess.
Sean,
You could be the driver, Sean.
Yeah, I got nothing else going on right now.
If you roll this one, we're gonna have words.
you got the insurance. You took out the insurance.
2 nights in a row.
Yeah, I feel like my insurance company is gonna be a little sketch of me if I roll a vehicle 2 nights in a row.
You just have to open with, "You're never going to believe this," and then they'll believe it.
Second deer.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
knock on the window.
Rolls down the window. It's like, hey,
Hi.
Hi. This this my cousin.
Look,
Guy's just like,
I don't know if you've
"Sup?"
noticed, but you have people that are following you.
You've been saying that.
Yeah. They're getting closer. And at this point, I feel like the only way for you to get out of this alive is to get out of the city.
Oh no.
I'm willing to help you do that,
Mhm.
but
Well, when do I have to pack up and get my stuff ready?
you can go now.
He just sits there, stares. I know you're helping, and I appreciate, but you could have told me that so I could have packed and had my stuff as I got here.
I don't know how closely they're watching where you're sleeping. I didn't want anybody to see you packing. I did bring, and I have a bag. She's smart. She would have thought to bring like a handful of things in his size and a bit of blood and
His cousin in the
a
other
big lot
seat's
of
like,
cash.
damn, other than the cash, you making you dress like a white boy.
It's what I had, okay?
So you don't look like Carlton from Fresh Prince.
You can get out of the city, establish yourself somewhere else. Jesus, are you okay?
Good care,
Sorry,
dog.
the dog just like woke up, jumped awake and body checked my chair to the side. Are you all right?
Should be fine.
I think he had like a nightmare.
No.
Yeah,
It's like, well, I guess I can grab a little of those in the trunk and your stuff, and if it's for my safety.
yeah. I would recommend that you don't tell anyone where you're going. Only
How am I
you-
going to get my stuff? Because unless you got me
not
like,
exact addresses, at least.
maybe I
Use
should have a PO box.
yes, use PO boxes. Get like a storage unit.
So you're gonna send me to like Barcelona or Madrid or
Not quite.
someplace nice and fancy, like, yeah, maybe San Diego, Vancouver,
Mm, we'll talk
New York.
as we walk.
San Diego of the South.
Walk over, see Raymond just say something to these guys, and they walk away. It's like, Liz, this the person?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Miss Caldwell. Got to be professional. Um.
Yeah, this is him, Frost.
So as far as like 180, 170, so yeah, I'll round to 2,000.
Okay.
We ship by weight.
Mhm.
Yeah, so basically this is gonna be shipped down to like Savannah and stuff, and then gonna go on a train to Atlanta. And Zach's just like, Atlanta. Fuck.
Look at the Coke Museum.
it's
The
what-
underground is there.
It's what we got for now.
Think of the housewives.
Close to Orlando.
After you're there, and
Family's from there. I didn't want to go back.
it's at least safer than it is here.
Yes, at
Um,
least it's not New Jersey.
Mr. Frost, if I am certain that you know, but a bit of discretion would be helpful. This
Hey, there's always discretion. I never reveal where any of my listed goods are shipped from, or anything, unless it's a need to know basis on those things, on the people doing it. In other words, secrets are safe for me. That's why I'm so good at what I do.
fantastic.
Like I never tell anyone about that huge arsenal coming up that this one guy paid for.
Is it Robin, perhaps?
Oh shit.
And then I'll sort of pull Zach off to the side. So I would have liked you to stay here. You'd be a lot more useful in this area, considering you're established and know Robin and all, but
I mean, from what I hear about that John guy, if he's after me, it's safer somewhere else.
yeah. If you can set yourself up in Atlanta, and feed me anything that you find out there about the Anarchs. That would be helpful. If you don't want to stay, you're your own man. I would probably stick to larger cities because it's easier to blend in. So like,
I mean, you also, unless you're giving me like several hundred
check
grand,
the
I
bag.
exactly don't have like how much are you giving him?
I don't know how much it takes to disappear.
Mm. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, I don't
couple
think you're gonna be giving
thousand.
quite enough to start a whole new life in random cities because some cities are far more expensive than others. Like,
Yeah,
Nebraska is relatively cheap, but New York's I can't afford shit.
yeah.
Or
But-
San
Can't
Francisco,
afford to go use the bathroom in New York.
or Los Angeles, like Burbank area. Cheapest houses there for like are like 300,000-400,000, and you can get the same size house here for like 75. I mean, it's a big difference.
Whichever. Just maintain communication with me when you can. Use the same codes that we've been doing.
He's like, no, and I'm going in a shipping container.
There's a little bit of sustenance in the bag. It's not going to be the
For-
most comfortable, but
Raymond's like,
Starve.
he won't have to worry about sustenance in that container he's going in.
fantastic.
Come on, I'll show you around. Don't bother getting to know the other people in the container with you. You're probably not going to see them after you land. Opens it up and there's just a bunch of people in the container already. He's like, keep yourself close. Hey, no thievery. If I hear anyone stealing from anyone else, you know what happened to the last guy. Yeah. The buckets and stuff are in the corner if you need them. The guy's just like, oh God. Well, he's safe.
Yep.
What? I'm not selling these ones. They're fleeing from other places. Sheesh, give me that look.
These ones.
Yeah.
Why, thank you.
I don't.
Are we
It's a
good? Or?
refugee container. Yeah, you got the money, you got the thing. Do you need a receipt?
No, I'm good.
I mark it discreetly so that it doesn't say that you're transporting a person. I just label it as meat.
Sure.
Hey, taxes, you know.
Liz is absolutely the kind of nerd that she would be concerned about getting nailed for tax evasion. Like,
But yeah, if you need anything else, Miss Caldwell, you
Mhm.
know where I am. If you need anything shipped in, I can help you with that.
I think I'm good. Thanks.
You try and get in the drug trade. I got some opium shipping in.
No, but I may have some interest in some art things. I may have to talk to you a bit about.
Ooh, upscale.
And I'm gonna
Well,
go
you got
back
a random
to,
Van Gogh somewhere you need to have go.
not quite.
It's funny because the people pronounce his name Go, and that's anyway.
Yeah.
Well, have a
It's
good night.
Doc.
And then I'll
Gawk?
head back and
Isn't
go
that
over
the
and see
thing
if
Klingons eat? Oh,
You're thinking of Gak, the toy from the 90s.
that is also a thing.
see if his cousin's car is still there.
Yeah, his cousin's just in there. It's like, hey, good girl.
He's good. If anybody comes around asking, you don't know where he went. I'm not telling you
what?
where he went. Exactly. You never saw me.
So who?
Perfect.
He's just genuinely like confused. Like, what are we talking about?
I'll give him. Liz probably took out a fucking ton. She'll give him like 200.
It's like, shit, that's a lot for gas. Thanks.
It's also for keeping your mouth shut. If you want this kid to stay alive, you need to keep your damn mouth shut.
Oh shit! Yeah, I was already going to do that. He just forgot to give me gas money.
Okay.
He said you were good for it.
Fucking course he did. All right, bang on the hood of the top of the car and leave. And as I'm walking away, I'm gonna look around, see if I see anybody that looks like they're watching us.
You do actually see some people watching you. Those gentlemen that Raven Frost was talking to are indeed staring at you.
Well, yeah, I meant anybody else.
They're the only ones you see.
I would also look because that's why I was asked.
Yeah.
That I probably
Um,
that worse at it.
Yeah, you do know that the most of the people here are not fashion oriented. They just some hideous fashion going on.
It's a working class clothing.
Yeah.
I understand it. I don't like it, but I understand it.
So we cut to Mari and Kozi.
I mean, I don't know what Mari's doing, but
Where was Mari headed?
How far away is Cesari's place from here?
You can get an Uber and get there in like 15, 20 minutes. Or if you did you bring your car? I can't remember if you brought your car to the place. or
Yeah, I
not.
I
don't
didn't.
remember
Yeah,
if he's in a city or in a county.
Yeah, he was city. So yeah, beat about 15-minute drive with an Uber. Not too far.
Okay. And how far away would my brother be from me?
I'd say he's probably a good 30-minute drive another across the city.
Because I think I'm I'll just Mari needs some time to herself, so I think she's just gonna go to Cesari's house and water his plants, and then head back to the community center. And she'll make a time to talk to her brother because I don't think she wants to show up. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, you'd have a sock on the door. Be awkward.
yeah, I guess.
I'm gonna go find Sabrina.
You go. See. Yeah, so you go to Mari's shop, the Flying Duckman. And you actually do see Sabrina working in the corner as she's talking to just a random night customer who's like up way too late to be shopping.
Interesting.
After a few moments, the customer, the guy walks away. He's just like, wow. Sees you and it's like, isn't it nifty that there's this bookstore open like this late and stuff? Because sometimes, you just get insomnia and just can't sleep because the stress of the world just keeping you up, like worrying about work and life and if you're healthy enough and you just can't get sleep. So it's like, man, I should just take a walk and then like find something to do. And then you see a bookstore and you walk in and you're like, wow, there's lots of books that are really weird.
I'm
That
sorry,
aren't in my
who's this
genre.
talking?
Just a customer.
Oh, okay.
It's like, yeah, so I just walked in and people here are semi-nice, and then I picked up a book. Like, yeah. Hi, I'll be leaving. I'm a little sleep deprived. I'm living off of Red Bull and coffee.
Finals.
Just life. I got a deadline coming up. I got some paper work I got to edit and proofread some stuff, and they keep sending it to me, but not in a recent time. Like they take it. Like it's just they give me a deadline. They should give my stuff back when I need it so that I can do my work before the last moment. But they don't. And, but yeah,
It'll be all right.
yeah, I found this really cool book. I'm gonna go. How to Achieve Inner Energy and Spirituality the Natural Way.
You can just buy some weed, man.
I'm trying to go natural. And the guy just walks out.
All right.
It's all right, a little close to home, I think, but
Yeah, no, I'm fine. um, yeah, she walks in to the store.
I was like, "Hey, Koz!"
Hi, Tommy. Um,
Mari's not here.
no, I know. I just saw
Okay.
her.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna go make some more of the of our tea. Also experimenting with some new muffin recipes.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I got a chocolate cheese fudge cupcake I'm working on.
That sounds delicious. Yeah, she walks up to her. She taps on her shoulder.
Turns around like, ah! Oh. Just stares at you. She's like, I finally. Wait, are you? Dude, just puts the hands on the face kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Alright.
Your
Alright.
hair's a bit different.
I dyed it, and then now it won't come out. It's a long story.
Have you been eating right? You seem a bit pale.
Again, it's a long story.
Yeah, I've
It's
been
good
looking
to
for
see
you
you.
for a while. Yeah. Last time I saw you was a bit awkward. Let's sit on the couch here. Not that couch, the other couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that one couch. It's got some weird stains on it. I'm going to sit on this one.
It was just some juice, you know. It's all fine. um,
Yeah, last I saw you, I think you were kind of like covered a bit in blood and freaking out and just kind of ran before I could say anything. That was awkward.
yeah.
Also had to
Well,
pay rent without your help.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I lost the apartment.
I'm really sorry. There was a lot going on, and I still don't feel right.
Hmm.
And I was scared. And I ran away.
Well, did I hear that guy call you Koz?
Yeah.
Did you change name again? You did that like 3 times back in LA. It's like every time you saw a good movie, you changed it.
It, you know, it was a long story. I don't know how to explain what I'm doing here without freaking you out. So like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it caused you so much stress. I'm sorry that you're here. And I'm sorry that I can't explain myself without sounding like a crazy person.
Well, you could start with the basics, and stuff. What have you what you've been doing the last couple months in Baltimore? Like, have you found a job? Because I think you said you wanted to be an actress, but there wasn't really a big actress community here.
um, yeah, by the way, she would know her as Katie. That was the name she went by.
Kevin could not remember, so I went with a casual one.
Yeah. Well, you know, uh I do a lot of things here and there, and yeah, I'm doing acting. I'm trying to
No,
fix the theater, and
okay, so real acting, not waitressing, like we said back in LA.
yeah, yeah, the real acting. I'm trying to write a play.
Oh, it's better than that last one you showed me, right? No offense, but I don't think Butterfly Gnomes really was a thing that you could make a good musical about.
I think it was beautiful and insightful and really spoke to the trans experience, and people are just wrong. So, you
I just didn't really see it, but everyone always has those first ones. I mean,
know. um,
like some of the songs were a bit weird. But
Mhm.
hey, you're doing good. You said you're fixing up a theater. Yeah, like this one, right?
Yeah.
I knew it was you. Only you would be like, hey, here's an old piece of shit theater. I should work on that.
You know, I always like the project.
But that's so good. Hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about the elephant in the room right now. Whose blood was that?
Um, Mine um and Dominic's.
I knew that motherfucker was up to no good. If I find him, I will kill him for you. He hurt you. I will stab him.
No.
I already threatened to to cut him off from you before.
No. He saved my life. And
He took a bullet for you. Good.
and he is no longer with us.
Oh, he died.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Um
I'm sorry. He always seemed like he was up to no good when he was around. There's just something about him that gave me weird feelings. Same with the rest of us. Just something about him was just a bit off. Like I know there's this whole I want to go with like the whole Edwardian Regents whatever kind of thing, but he took it a little too far. A little too far.
yeah,
He once told me that I needed to have more uranium in my or radium in my wallpaper. I don't even have wallpaper. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. So it wasn't that good color green or something.
yeah,
In the Victorian era, they did wallpaper using
Yeah.
a coloration made of radioactive materials and stuff.
mm. Yeah, he was something special.
But yeah, just like I said, you ran away. We didn't hear about you. We don't know if you died, if you were living. Nothing. And like couldn't pay, had to move out, had to move in with Chuck, and that was not a good experience. Chuck was a bit of a, as we say, Chuck was the fuck. He was.
Really? Nobody else could take you in but Chuck?
Here's the only one who had a lease up that could add someone to it on such short notice. Everyone else had like 6 months leases, and you had to go through a process to add someone. He had those month-to-month leases because he could never stay around too long because he always forgot to pay his rent. He's doing okay. He actually got a job as assistant manager at Taco Bell.
Oh, well, good for him.
I did teach him how to budget. He doesn't blow his money on video games like he used to.
Surprising.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is weird. I feel
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, you did kind of run away over covered in blood after someone died and didn't say anything to your best friends and your coterie of theater geeks.
I I I I I was in a panic and I'm working through some stuff right now and I just couldn't look at you guys anymore.
Ouch. Ouch.
No, it's not you guys. It's not. It's my head. And I can't.
I mean, that's like I said, we called the cops and had them searched, but they couldn't find you. Only reason I knew to come to Baltimore, honestly, is I actually saw you on TV and was like, I think that's who it is, and came here. You were in the background of a news report. You were just a bunch of people walking across towards a community center that had opened. They were making a little news thing about opening, and there's nighttime, and I thought I saw you and did an investigation and found you. It's like only one person would wear a cape like that. And your nose. You got a distinct nose.
I'm trying so hard.
I'm trying to ease into it. I know you have a lot bent up, but I also know you have a habit of hiding from your emotions. So
I can't. I'm sorry. I. Um. She just takes out like a piece of paper and like writes down her number, and she says, I can't talk anymore. And I need to tell you, I am not good right now. I am struggling to remember a lot of of memories.
your friends are here for you.
And I I I have to go. I'm sorry. And
No,
she
no,
just,
don't.
she just runs out.
Tommy's just like, come on back. Oh, it's
Oh, it's you. What a dick.
no. He knows she'll be back. Thank you. Come again. Oh wait, no. All right. So after that emotional damage, let's cut to the other emotional damage. Mari, you're watering Cesari's plants.
I'm just watering his plants. I didn't.
What
think that
emotional
there was gonna be a
damage do I
scene
have
about
in
it.
looking at my ex-boyfriend's apartment while I water his plants?
It could have been to the plants. Maybe she's overwatering because she's like thinking and stuff.
Yeah. She's
She's
doing
talking to them. They like that.
She's doing
Yes.
like the David
Sure.
Tennant in Good
Good
Omens.
omens.
Just yelling at her plants.
So you're watering the plants, and as you are, you hear the door open. And someone just starts walking in the house, like some of the lights are turning on. Just
I freeze. You know, there's flight or fight, and then there's freeze. And
There's
I
fight
I
or flight,
freeze.
but I'm a flightless bird.
freeze.
After a few
Just where
moments,
I
you
am.
you hear a voice. Hey, Mari, how's it going? You see Denise.
Hey. Hi. How are you?
As good as can be expected. I'm Cesari's out of town, and he said I could come and use this place when I need to get away from things. And honestly, he also has the full cable package that I don't have, and I was going to watch shows.
Okay.
I'm kind of using his stuff. Yeah, he said it was okay though.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
There's
That
no to be sorry. We've already talked about it. I know you were having a lot of emotional stuff. If you want to get back together, we can. If not, I understand.
I was just apologizing that I was in here watering the plants.
Oh, I totally misread that.
Oh, Denise.
Denise.
No, it's okay. You turned off the alarm and everything, so I was pretty sure no one broke in. I was just Cesare did mention that you were going to water his plants every now and then, so I figured at one point we would meet and then possibly have an awkward conversation where we try to discuss things and just not really move forward, but just kind of stand here staring at each other, being like, "Yep, yeah, how's the weather?" That kind of conversation.
Yeah. Uh, are you still working at the bookstore and doing stuff with Mario?
Yeah, Mario's still training me. I'm getting better. I've been able to dodge some of his fists. Um, and I do have the bookstore. We actually have a couple new employees.
Yeah, I heard. I heard.
Tommy's saying that he's going to actually talk to you about expanding to new locations. Apparently, we're getting a lot of extra foot traffic because of the internet cafe up the street. So people go there, but then they see us down the street and like, ooh, a classic place that has books and stuff, and actually coming down and buying some more stuff. They think it's pretty nifty. It's runoff. And
I mean,
apparently
that's
he
great.
also has done some marketing and has kind of been spreading us on what he calls the hipster internet. You know, people who like old
Oh.
books and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, yawning. That was a sorry for everybody in the chat, not it's for Denise because I know Kat yawns after yawn. Anyway, I know I saw you. Well, this isn't awkward at all.
Mario said that you've been doing good. He talks about you quite often. At one point, I almost thought he was your dad until he corrected me.
He's basically my dad.
Yeah.
My dad really wasn't around, and when he was, it wasn't very. He kind of wanted me to do something for the family. So
I gathered that from talking with Mario because when we practice and stuff, he does open up about some things. He says it's not often he has someone he can just kind of talk to without having to worry about them being like part of the family or stuff like that. You know, just a neutral party that's not really connected to anything.
Yeah.
He said he was proud of you that you're actually progressing and doing your own stuff soon. Yeah, that's nice.
He's proud of me. Cool.
Yeah, he said that right as he put me into a rear naked chokehold. I did pass out. But, yeah. No, it's not actually. We weren't actually naked. It's just the name of the move. I don't know if you know these judo moves or anything.
What? I didn't think that it was actually naked until you said that it wasn't naked. But anyway, yeah, I've been doing great. Yeah, I'm just so great. Like my life is totally together, Denise. I gotta go. I hand her the water container to feed the plants, and then I just leave. I leave his apartment, and I go. Like, bye. I can't do this. I'm not
ready.
Not ready.
So
I didn't ask to cry this episode, Kevin.
I didn't want to cry, and I've cried like 3 times already. Okay,
I didn't start it. I just went with it.
I know. It's my fault.
Didn't start the fire.
You know, he just fanned the flames once we did.
A few minutes later, you arrive at your Or are you going to the store or the community center?
Well, Elizabeth's got some stuff that she's got to do, so I guess I'll run to the community center first and like just check on Tommy because I feel like I've been
mean the
neglecting
store?
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said the
What'd I say?
community center.
I'll go to the store and check on Tommy.
So you walk in, you see someone on a couch just kind of like sniffling a little. You see Tommy just standing there like, "Hey, Mara, you just missed Kozi. She ran out like,
Tom-
5, 10
Tom-
minutes ago."
Tommy, why is there a crying girl on her?
Oh, that's Sabrina. I think she talked to Kozi and then like they had emotions and they started crying and the other one cried kind of and ran out and I think they know each other.
Do you have a banana nut?
Yes, I do. Are you sure you can handle it?
You can't handle my potions.
I do have one of those special ones I've been working on. I might sit down a little more.
I
know about
it's
your
not
condition.
For me.
Oh,
It's not for me, and I know you know about my condition. It's
Mhm.
not for me.
yes. He grabs the banana nut. He's like, "Yes, I know about your 2 conditions. So
My what?
your 2 conditions:
What's the other one?
love."
I love this boy.
She's got it bad.
You have a lot of interesting, complex relationship with love. I've been reading these books all about things.
Yeah,
How to
what?
tell. How to. It's like how to psychoanalyze coworkers.
Please don't psychoanalyze me. I also okay. Thank you. This has been a weird night. Can I have the banana nut muffin?
Callie, please.
I don't know, okay? I don't know why.
I'm just waiting for it to like cascade on my screen to where like you yawn and then the next. It's like I'm getting a 3 here, but the 2 guys just are not following suit.
I yawned a minute ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but not synchronized. Like
I try to cover it up because I'm a polite adult.
Callie.
yeah, guys would be like Callie and then like Katrina and then I just
We're talking about yawning now. I'm yawning. Okay, listen. All right.
All right, everybody, the yawning portal is closed. Let's move.
It's 9 o'clock here. I don't think the yawning's going to stop soon.
It's been 10 yet. I'm just okay. Anyway,
So you go over to who? I'm guessing Sabrina.
yeah, I go over to Sabrina with the banana nut muffin.
Thanks. Oh, you're the boss.
Hi.
I'm sorry. I know I should be working, and I'll get up and start doing
No,
things.
I 100% you asked Tommy. I believe in like taking mental health breaks. I mean,
Oh!
I would want that for
Why did Tommy
was
honk
that?
like a goose?
no, I was like,
Could have been a hiccup. Sometimes they sound weird.
Yeah, I met an old friend of mine who I've been searching for a while, and she was having trouble opening up. I know there's a lot more to her that she's holding back, like some dark secret that she's afraid that revealing it to me will just destroy our relationship or make me think differently of her. And I wanted to open up because, regardless of what it is, just closure on things, but she'll come around. eventually.
I sit next to her, I hand her the banana nut muffin, and I say, Sabrina, what was it?
You can call me
sometimes-
Sab.
Sab?
Mhm.
Okay. Sab. I you have to give people time to figure themselves out.
It's been almost a year since she ran away.
Sometimes it takes a lot longer than you would think to be able to figure yourself out. And I it's great that you care for her so much. And I know that I know that she cares about you, or she wouldn't have, I know you care about her because you wouldn't be here, and I know she cares about you because she wouldn't have talked to you if she didn't. But it's sometimes you go through things and it's hard to grasp a hold of it, and maybe she just needs that time.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it takes a. It's just. Last time I saw my friend, she was covered in blood, freaking out, and ran away before I could say much. And she didn't come back. And that's a scary thing to just open up in a door, see someone that you've known for several months to years, and just doused in blood, not knowing what's going on, not hearing anything, no reports, in a city that lots of people die, and then losing your apartment because you can't afford things, and move in with a guy named Chuck.
And
It
okay.
just, and the fact that she was hanging out with someone who we considered a bit shady and everything, who we didn't really, we got some weird vibes from. I mean, at least I did. I thought something happened to her, something did happen. Then I finally found her, and I guess it's going to take time. Going to Tommy, I talked to her. Apparently, she shows up here quite often, so probably have extra time to talk, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, all of those things, I agree. Probably should have had some explanations, but maybe those explanations are hard for her more than they would have been for you.
I just would have liked something before she ran away, like, I'm not dying, or I'm alive, or, just, I didn't murder someone. Because for all I know, she could have just murdered a kid down the street. There was that one annoying kid.
Well,
But I didn't think she would have done that.
Is the annoying kid still around?
Well, he disappeared around the same time, so we thought maybe she killed him, but then we found out that he just moved to Santiago.
Uh,
But we didn't find out for a couple weeks afterwards, so it's kind of, you know what we thought. It's like there's a lot of stuff.
Well,
It's just very emotional for us, but I did find her, and I'll work on it, and I will give her space. I didn't run after her. My instinct was, when she ran away, was to run after her in the streets and grab a hold of her and just be like, tell me everything, and shake, the classic stuff from all those romantic comedy style movies.
oh, were you? No, I shouldn't ask that.
No, it's okay. I'm already opened up more than I should to my boss. Now that I think about it, I am telling you way more than you need to know. And this is a fantastic banana mud nut muffin.
Yeah, it's great. They're like the best sellers here. Got a sign on the door. But I if I have good ears. You always told me that, like I get those little things at school where you could like hear the the little ding in the ears. I have that, but I am also good at listening.
Okay.
Mari is a gift we don't deserve.
So I will.
Her and Denise are really true OTP.
A fucking pair made in heaven. Holy shit.
Well, if you're around, I'll be honest if there's stuff, so that if I need to take days off and stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is better pay than most of my jobs I've had, so that's nice.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm not. I'm fine. Yeah. Well, it was so nice to meet you, Sap.
Oh, also, I told Tommy about this, so I guess I should also tell you since you're boss. There's this really weird guy that comes in every now and then. He I don't know. I think his name is Colin or something. He just freaks me out sometimes.
Yeah.
It's really awkward.
If he comes in, just like, sorry. If he comes in, just tell him to leave.
Wow.
No, just say Mari says that here's your banana nut muffin, and Kozi is not here.
Yeah. Like the other day, he was talking about how he was going to go to the gym to get to work out and get some muscles and stuff to impress the ladies.
Good for him.
I'm
like,
well.
living his best life.
If he's here to buy something, get more conversation. However, if he's here to stalk and harass my friend, ask him to leave.
He stalked someone?
Maybe.
I should know this as an employee if we have a stalking issue. He did hit on me once or twice.
Would it be considered stalking? Would Colin be considered stalking? Or is it like...
Didn't Sabrina stalk Kozi here?
Yeah.
Technically
speaking, yes. People are just drawn to this natural charisma, you know?
Yeah, so. Yeah, if we
really
have those
call it
people.
Stalking. I mean,
Yeah.
Kozi did kind of goal him.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a stalker. He's just a weird boy.
He's
who
just
needs
addicted.
Yeah.
But I keep an eye on stuff. But I guess I should get back to work. I finished the muffin. It's really good.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks for listening. But I promise I will make sure that emotional stuff like that will stay outside the store, and I'll try to focus on work as is proper. We did get some news.
I look at Tommy and like, is he like super high right now?
He doesn't seem higher than normal.
I look at Sabrina and I'm like, you're fine. Just as long as you're okay, just let me know if you need anything.
Yeah, this is like really the first time we met, and Tommy said a lot of good stuff about you.
Sorry about the ears thing. I sometimes I don't know what I'm saying.
I mean, like the thing that tests for your hearing when you're in school to make sure you're
yeah. Yes, that's exactly
what
what I was referencing. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna leave now.
As you're walking by, she walks over to Tommy. She's like, "You're right. She's a little awkward sometimes."
Yes, accurate. Mm-hmm.
So we're say some time has passed, and unless someone else has something, you all meet back up at the community center.
Yeah.
To deal with the Edward problem.
All right, so
Enough emotional trauma for the moment.
who do we determine was gonna be here for feeding?
What?
For when Edward wakes up, he's going to be hungry. Blood bugs might not cut it. We were gonna invite somebody over, Rachel. On. Did we talk?
That plan was floated by, but we didn't have a resolution presented.
Cool.
Well, we went to the docks. We couldn't have taken a club person from the club to the docks for an hour, and
Yeah, no, that
back
would be
here.
weird. We can stop by the club on the way back from the docks and do that.
I mean, like, Jilon and Sean weren't doing anything, so they could have picked somebody up.
Well, Jilon and Sean were keeping an eye out to make sure that Thin Blood wasn't followed.
Oh, okay.
the Thin Blood's cousin was there. Maybe we could have just brought him back.
I don't want to involve this kid's family any more than I already have.
All right.
Yeah,
How much feeding are we like talking about? Like,
I'm not gonna let him kill
do they
anybody.
need like to kill a guy or? Okay.
I'm not gonna let him.
I mean, if it's just like a. Right now, we're just wanting a normal person, so there's no extra like vampire shenanigans going about.
I don't understand what you're asking.
Well, you got your superpowers or whatever, and you can share them or whatever. But like, is that what we're trying to avoid? So he doesn't get like more powerful instead of just like feeding off of one of us.
Technically, if he wakes, like, you could gain sustenance from another vampire. Typically, when you wake from torpor or in a frenzy or something, you're drawn more to living blood. Like, I woke up this evening a lot hungrier than I anticipated. And even though I knew Pavil was right there and was an easy target, I wasn't interested in him at all. I wanted the fresh stuff. I assume it'll be the same way for him. But yeah, also that is how you get additional powers, is from drinking from others. That's how I learned how to punch pretty well, is from Jilon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't solve the issue that you're.
No, we're gonna have to
you were
stop by.
currently in of like, what are we?
We're gonna have to stop
You
by
just-
like the
Grab somebody off the street who wants to make a quick buck.
man.
I mean,
Not
we
that
already
far from the block.
fed from a bunch of people at the club in one night.
Yeah.
We don't want to, take too many fish out of the lake. Does that work?
Yeah, it works.
Overfishing?
Yeah, the analogy technically works. Yeah, I guess we will attempt to find a lady of the night, Kevin.
All right, you find one, charge you about $100
Okay.
for the three of you.
Oh, please.
It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's getting late. She has to get some money near the end.
Yeah.
You guys are all like supermodels.
Discount.
She's like, wow, I've never done it in the basement of a community center.
Checked it off the list.
Maybe wait out here for a few. I don't want to pull the thing out.
She's just sitting there. She's like, I guess I should start getting ready.
Hold off for a few moments. Do you want something to drink or something? I assume we have some kind of food here at the community center.
We
Yeah,
we
upstairs,
have
yeah.
to have like at least like a vending machine. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's in the level you sleep and live at. You don't really have anything. It's like the
Yeah.
level above where everyone is at that has stuff.
We should get her some
Yeah.
Gatorade.
Yeah.
Get some replenishment going on ahead of time.
She's like, do you guys want some of this cocaine?
Maybe later.
he's gonna wake up and be.
Oh
hot
God,
cocaine.
coked
Get it.
out.
Be full of energy.
So are you waiting for the others, or are you going to do Edward first, without anyone
Yeah,
else?
when we get there, I'm gonna text Mari and Kozi and ask when they think they'll be here.
If the two of them want to be there for this, we can say everything times up just right for them both to be there if they want to be.
I would like to be there.
Kozi pulls up on her scooter.
As you guys come down, the woman says like, "Okay, I'm gonna charge you like 200 now."
You don't have to worry about all these extra people. They're not going to.
Oh,
They're not going to be part of anything. They're just here also for other reasons.
are they gonna watch?
I mean, I think maybe she should be compensated for voyeurism.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you're gonna watch your film, that's gonna be more too, and I need an NDA's contract signed.
There will be no filming.
There's no filming involved.
Okay, because if there was, like I said, we'd have to sign some paperwork.
You always want to get that in writing for sure.
Yeah, I want to get the residuals and everything. Yeah,
Contracts.
I learned my lesson the first 2 times.
Once she's set up with a Gatorade in the other room, I guess we'll
She
go
like
into the room with Edward.
naked in the other room, like with.
Yeah, 100% expect that we're gonna go in, take the steak out, and when we go back to get her, she's gonna be butt naked.
Butt naked, getting herself ready, if you know what I mean.
We only have red Gatorade too because that's the color of blood.
That's so stupid. I love it. Yeah. Okay, so once we're in a closed room away from her, when we pull this thing out, what are we asking him first, other than what the fuck happened?
It's 23:48. What happened? He blow his mind. Just blow his mind. Throw him off balance so he doesn't know who to trust or what to believe, and then he'll be more open with us.
I don't know that would work.
Okay.
I mean, that's what we have to do, right? Like just.
Follow your instincts.
Koz, you want to hold the sword while we do this?
You bet your ass I do.
There we go. All right.
You can see that her eyes are bloodshot, and she's just trying to like smile through it, and she's just sink.
And I'll pull the steak out.
You pull it out. A few moments, there's just some twitching, and Edward's just like,
What the fuck happened? Do I think he can't move until he gets blood?
and he just stares at you, he's like, food, blood.
All right.
Sing.
Jilon, if you want to get our guess.
Yeah, I'll go out there. I'm going to use compel just to try to keep her, relaxed because it's going to be weird in there,
Yeah,
at least at first.
super weird.
So who's all in the room right now with Edward?
Fucking all of us and somebody holding a sword.
She walks in and just is like,
This is not
Okay.
working.
Just
Leaves.
relax.
she's like,
Pretend we're not here.
That's not for you.
I'll be honest. This is not the kinkiest, but it is probably the most unusual setup. I'm probably gonna have to charge you like 500 now.
That's
Not less than
fine.
500. Doing something with what looks like a monk wearing baggy clothing with a sword over his head, surrounded by occult people, is just a bit weird. I'm
You know
gonna say.
We're not
Religious
in a
people are.
cult.
They got all their things going on.
We're
Mario,
a
we
cult,
are
not a
absolutely
cult.
a cult.
So, is there something particular you want me to do,
Oh,
or do I
man.
just like start at the bottom?
What?
I applaud your open mind.
Just
Just let him kiss your neck, baby.
just
Like, like,
that's it.
yeah, just.
Yeah,
Hmm?
And we're just like
Liz is gonna lead her over and just put her wrist to his mouth.
the two most awkward people in the room is probably Edward and her at the moment. He's chained up. So he's all
like
he's like,
middle schoolers trying not to kiss each other in a play.
and they just bring this woman, and he's just like, weird. So he starts feeding. How long do you let him go for?
Just like the 2, long enough so that he's got his appetite
So,
sated, but not.
I will
full.
say with all of you there, if you're all helping, that you can easily break his bite off.
Yeah.
Fry
just-
him with my sword.
Yeah, 5 of you basically all 5 teaming him. He's not that strong, especially chained down.
And as soon as we pull her away, Liz is gonna just kiss the wound and lick it closed and sort of just lead her out of the room. I know it's weird. It's a very strange kink we all share, but it was fantastic. And I'm gonna do cloud memory and give her 600.
Baby, you fucking rocked all of our worlds.
She just starts
I
grabs
feel
the Gatorade.
dirty. And not in the fun kind of way.
I'm
Desperate times.
she's like,
Yes.
And see her out.
Why did you guys get a prostitute?
I don't understand.
It was Jilon. We had to make a
Hey,
decision.
come on.
It's been a long night. We didn't want
When you're
to
looking for fast food and everything closed, you got to take what you can get.
overfish the pond or whatever. Okay. As soon as
Fishing
she's
metaphor.
out of the building, head back.
and we're just like,
So,
Who is this guy?
what
the way.
happened?
You know who he is. You were there.
Was I? I'm
Um,
Yeah,
really
you've
bad.
been around.
If you
He's
have memory issues, it's okay. Like, me
This
too,
is-
bro.
Damn it, I'm like 40. Would you fucking give me a break? I see people every single day.
This is the guy that we brought back with
Rag.
us from the weird alternate dimension.
hello.
Why did you go there?
We'll talk about that later. First, let's figure out what the hell happened. Edward, what happened last night? What's the last thing you remember?
Okay. Remember walking in the streets of this city that I've never been to before. And I felt the sun's rays coming, and I used power of oblivion to halt my decaying form temporarily until I could bust through a door. And then as I made it through this door, I was surrounded by the most god-awful stuff I've ever seen. And then I woke up here.
And why were you wandering the streets? Why did you leave this building?
Trying to remember. I was sitting with someone. We were talking. Nosferatu. He smelled a bit. Good thing we don't have to breathe, but I wanted to just use
It was the
my.
Nosferatu.
Yes. I think his name was Pavil. I barely knew
Yes,
him.
Pavil.
I just met him. I think you introduced me to him. Yes.
We did.
And then I got
What even-
hungry, and then I was using some oblivion to draw in a specter to feed because I don't know where to feed. Pavil said he would help me out, but he needed to talk to you first. And then I started, next thing I know, I was walking down the street.
Can I do like
There.
an insight check to see if he's lying?
Yeah, I want to also use insight because that's the thing that I have that I'm good at. And I like to do things
Sarcasm?
I'm good at. No, Jilon has points. He has lots of points at insight. It's part of the
Yes.
fashion
So,
industry. You have to know who's
We
who.
would do wits and insight.
Oof.
Ooh,
2 successes.
5 successes.
Shit.
Possible messy credit. I don't think that'll happen though.
Did you roll 2 10s?
A 10 that was a bloody 10. 1 10 was a blood die, and 1 10 was a not blood die.
And that's a messy critical.
Yeah, so
Alright.
the messy critical is the messy critical triggers automatically. The bestial failure only triggers if the
Oh, okay. I
total
wasn't sure if this
successes
is the one
fails.
where it's also related to failure, but no.
All right. Oh, we got a mess critical people.
I'm really looking at this guy. There seems like a lack of certain details that he hasn't shared, if he knows, unless.
Oh yeah,
give
he's
it.
definitely leaving shit out. It's just a matter of does he not actually remember or is he lying to us?
What if he summoned a ghost to eat the ghost, but the ghost took over and ate Pavil? So so this guy, I don't know how it works. I don't know how any of this works,
I don't either.
but people get possessed by ghosts in movies. So maybe the ghost overpowered him and took over for a little bit and then left him off. And he was in a daze. Just
so
acted
what
on
you
instinct.
see
Mm-hmm.
is Jilon with the messy critical leap on Edward, just start grabbing him by the neck, squeezing, going, "Tell me the truth!" And Edward's just like, I am.
Jilon hates liars.
I mean, as long as Jilon's not like actively hurting him,
No, I'm gonna pull Jilon off.
if
Truth is beauty.
So,
No, I'm gonna pull Jilon off.
all right.
is that all you
Calm down.
remember?
He's hiding something else.
It's okay.
Yeah, so
It's
Sean-
okay. Calm down. Breathe.
Hold me back. Hold me back.
Just throws his hoop earrings
Just
off and
tell
is like,
him
"I'm
the
ready to go."
truth.
He's very
He's crazy.
He's got so many nice things to take off before he gets in a fight.
Pulls off the fancy like Italian loafers. Here, grab my Italian loafers.
Just give me 3 minutes.
It's
Give me
like those
3
scenes where they're
minutes.
taking all like the knives and guns out of their pockets and stuff, but it's all this. It's like a accoutrements.
Rings on every finger.
Edward's like, I'm telling you the truth from what I remember. I don't remember much. I know I summoned the specter and then my mind just it faded.
You were gonna eat the
We
specter, and
came
the
back-
specter ate you, didn't it?
It's possible that it possessed me.
Haha.
We came back to find Pavil in Torpor,
Oh no.
and
Oh,
you
wow.
gone. You can see why that makes us a little on edge.
Liz, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
We're near.
Yeah, we'll go out of the room.
Might have forgot I had a thing that might come in handy here.
Oh,
But it's gonna be weird.
okay. What is it first?
It's a ritual
Okay.
where I can distinguish truth from a lie from somebody.
That sounds fucking amazing.
And all I need is a pint of his blood.
I mean, he did just feed.
It's like
Okay.
this
Well-
many.
It's like this many.
You just put a crank into his arm and start on pouring it into a water bottle.
Just screw a fucking
let me
kegger
make
tap
sure-
in him.
Yeah.
Pint. Sheesh.
How many gills is
I
that?
think that's about a rouse check's worth.
Mhm.
Okay. So can I do it? It's truth of blood in the rituals.
Yeah. Here it is.
Okay.
Let me look at it.
Oh, you don't actually do a ritual roll. It's resolve plus blood sorcery versus his composure plus occult.
Ooh, that can be tough. I imagine
Yeah, I
his
don't know.
occult is pretty good.
Possibly.
So you can go in.
Add your blood potency.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'd one from that.
And you can also re-roll with willpower if necessary.
So you go in with the kit you have in the kitchen.
Mm.
It's like, you know, you guys just like fed me and now you're like draining me. This is giving me like some mixed signals, guys.
We're gonna make sure that you're telling the truth.
I am telling the truth.
I just want to make sure.
I mean, if you can't trust a vampire monk, who can you trust?
No one.
Exactly.
One.
Neither of those things.
I didn't knowingly do anything. You gotta believe me.
We're gonna make sure of that, and then we'll let you out of here. I just can't risk you. You can't hurt another vampire under my roof and me not know for sure.
Oh, it's a resolve plus
Yeah.
blood sorcery versus composure plus a cult roll for every statement made by the subject. Every single time he talks.
Yeah, so we'll ask him to like repeat a thing that he said, and then
Oh,
I think
great,
it takes like
that's-
10 minutes per level of the ritual, so 20 minutes to set up.
It doesn't have a time thing, does it?
At the
Former-
very beginning of rituals, it does. When it explains how rituals work.
It says the performer of the ritual mixes their own blood with that of the subject in a vessel large enough to allow for the dipping of the finger.
Well, at the very beginning of all rituals, unless otherwise stated, performing a ritual requires a rouse check, 5 minutes per level to cast, and
So 10 minutes.
yeah, so 10 minutes, not 20.
Yeah.
Alright, so you roll your rouse and then roll your boom thing.
Because you have to pour some blood into the bowl too.
Yeah, resolve in blood sorcery.
I got 8 on rouse. And I have to check my okay.
And
And
the
what's the first question?
Did you hurt Pavil? Oh,
knowingly, maybe?
that was gonna be my next question. If he, so I got 4 successes out of 5, but I got a 1 on the hunger dice. Is that anything?
If you fail versus him, it would be something.
Okay.
But you're good. Okay. It's like Edward of London, did not knowingly injure Pavil.
Looked
All
Murray.
right. Okay.
That appears to be the truth.
Next question. Anybody got a next question?
Did you
Ask
know
him
that-
if a ghost possessed him.
Yeah, do you see ghost?
Did a ghost do it? Somebody did it.
Did a ghost or something possess you?
Also, is the question being, is it like what he knows, or is it like just universally, like, is that a true statement?
I think
It has to be what he thinks,
Yeah.
I would think.
Eh.
If he thinks it's the
The
truth,
ritual
it is.
has power enough even to sometimes uncover facts unknown to the speaker.
Oh,
Oh,
shit. Okay.
But it does
What the
say
lottery numbers are.
whether the state a win tells them whether the statement is true as far as the subject knows. On a critical win by the cast, the subject unvariably expands upon the answer.
Though it can pierce cloud memory or forgetful mind.
Yeah. So on a critical, it might reveal stuff that he would normally not, kind of thing. So
I was so close. I got 2 9s and 2 8s.
Oh,
Yeah. And so 4 successes. The last dice was a 4. So.
It's a very concerning.
It doesn't say what a tie is considered. Guess technically it's a failure though. He didn't succeed. So he's just like, I don't know if I did or not. And you do know that basically the spell kind of fizzles out. That it's like I can't tell if I did. It's a possibility.
Is there like room for one more question, or is there room for more questions, or is it
Yeah, once it basically fails, it ends the spell.
Yeah.
damn?
Yeah. It's like it's like, I did not knowingly harm him. If I don't know if I was possessed because I don't have enough facts, but it's possible it has happened to us in the past.
With
Us?
Mari.
My clan. People
Oh,
in the
okay.
clan, I believe, use this, yes. Not us, as in I have more than one person in me currently. Like, if I was possessed, then I would have, but
Yeah.
I do
Someone
recall.
got an Eddie Brock situation going on.
What? No, my name's
Yes.
Edward, not Eddie.
No idea what
My
that
last
is.
name's not Brock either.
Mari, what do you think?
We gotta watch Spider-Man after this.
Be good to let out of the chains.
No, you should not release me from the chains yet. I'm pretty hungry again. He's at 4 hunger.
She's still in there.
No, I sent her ass home.
She probably
I
couldn't.
run outside real quick. I'm like,
Oh my god!
Poor girl.
I mean,
Do you think
No,
you
no.
could?
if he's awake now, can we give him some juice boxes?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and see if he can stomach it. I don't know. He might be too old for it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just like that. Those won't do anything for me.
Yeah, I didn't think so. New rule. No doing the ghost stuff unless you're in a controlled environment. This is not that.
I wasn't doing ghost stuff, okay?
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Edward.
I do recall one small tidbit now that my
Oh.
brain has calmed down and the threat of me having my head chopped off is lessened.
What's that?
This the specter, I think, was speaking another language.
Do you know what language?
It was a
Can you say any of it?
romance. Oh no, no, it's a romance, like Tuscany or something like that.
That's
huh?
odd. We
Could you repeat what it sounded like with accuracy?
No, I just it sounded romance, like it wasn't French or Spanish. It sounded like someone from like the Tuscany region.
when you draw on spirits like that, do you draw on ones that are nearby? Do you think it might still be here?
No, it just summons, and the spirits don't just stand in one place all the time. They do move around too.
Well,
They
I know
do
that
have
sometimes they're
they
tethered
have
to a
lives.
particular place.
Tuscan
Yeah,
is
there's
very
no-
far from here.
yes,
Well, yeah, but
Tuscany
they can
is.
speak.
but
Well, I mean, but if you summoned it, it wouldn't travel all the way from Morocco.
this building what this building doesn't have any spirits attached to it. I already checked.
Okay.
What?
I need my spirits.
When you feed from a spirit, does the spirit? What happens to the spirit? Is it destroyed? Is it lessened?
I'm not quite sure. I haven't really studied and gone past the one area when I started. I just kind of knew I would needed it. It's kind of like asking where does this when you kill a human, where does its soul go?
It's not like that.
Well, the difference is as we typically don't kill the humans.
Yeah, we can tell if they're.
Do you drain the
same
soul
or
to
not after dark.
nothingness, or
It just fades back into wherever realm it goes to, as far as I know, but I don't know if it actually dies or what. I couldn't cross over to verify.
Mm.
I was kind of stuck in that house.
And you can't choose the spirit.
I just kind of summoned them. Anyone walking by. I mean, I could feed on blood now, but the animals and stale gutter blood just doesn't slate my hunger. I can tell you that. Barely could do it before I got trapped. Vampire blood though would be nice.
I bet.
Yes. And any kind of mortal really. Just tasty.
how much time do we have before Julian shows up?
As you're speaking, you do hear the buzzer.
Oh, jeez.
He's prompt.
Yeah.
I can go let him in.
We'll be right back. And I'm gonna walk out with
Okay.
Jilon and whoever is out there. I mean,
Yeah.
he mentioned mortal or vampire blood could do it. Like, I could get him one step into a blood bond.
You think
Would help if things.
Luna couldn't
up
feed
again.
both of them though, right?
No, I was saying I could.
Oh, yeah, go for
Can
it.
I stay behind and try to feed Edward?
God damn it, woman.
You want to?
Yeah.
Anybody staying in the room with her, or like walk out?
Don't get to ghoul anybody or blood bond anybody. It's fine.
They just cut your
Wonder
wrist and
if anyone
feed
has
it
one
on
of those interesting disciplines that boost feeding
So-
or bonding.
how much blood is Kozi planning on giving to Edward? Because every hunger he seeks increases your hunger by 1. It's a 1 to
I
1.
will give him 2.
She's like slurps it down. He's like, that's a familiar taste.
That's disgusting.
Sean is just in the room.
Yeah, I was there in case I needed to grab him.
If he was more,
Also,
he'd have
I-
a beard.
I rather.
Also, what the fuck? This is what I asked about. And they're like, no, don't do that.
It is
I don't understand it either.
to protect my friends.
We're not in there yet. We went to go greet Julian.
I was talking about something else, I guess. Just
There you go.
in my own head.
Open the door. See Julian Luna. He's like,
A polite greeting and welcome.
nice place. Nice
Thank
place.
you.
It's nondescript.
We haven't had much of a chance to clean quite yet since Pavil's
I've seen
incident,
worse.
but
I mean,
Part of the security is its forgettableness.
it's like,
You smell Pavil already?
Yeah, that's Pavil.
no, I smell lots of vitae. Very strong, potent.
There's like 4 or 5 of us here.
I know.
Well, let's
Oh.
go to our asleep friend.
Just walks by the door. Hears voices like, "Oh, it's your friends," and they're having a conversation. I will leave them alone. Was Mari here? Is she doing okay? She seemed to leave with a.
She's
With
fine.
s-
I'll see if she's free.
I'm afraid my words might have upset her, and I would wish to apologize if they did.
And then I'm
think
gonna.
she's
Julian
about-
Luna is so
she's about the
worried
same.
about Mari. He's like, is she doing okay?
Maybe a little too Mari.
It's the Italian part, you know.
I mean,
He did
he's
see her
literally
break
a
down
former
twice.
Italian mobster looking out for the current Italian mobster. And as soon as he's like away from the door a bit, Liz is gonna slip back into the room. Look over and I guess see Kozi.
Kozi and Sean talking. Edward's just like, am I gonna be chained up a little bit longer?
Would you like to read?
Can I tell that anything that just happened? I don't know if he's covered in any additional blood because he probably is still smeared with the girls.
Yeah. Without getting closer and a closer
Yeah.
examination, it's hard to tell. But it's just like, yeah.
I could go one step into a blood bond to try and make sure that if something like this does happen again,
I
we-
know.
I just changed. I've been in prison for a long time. I'd rather not be in prison anymore.
She unchains him.
Unchain my heart.
Oh, stop.
Is that a
it-
song?
Yeah, it's. I heard it. One of the spirits were singing it as they crossed over in the house.
I would suggest you stay in here. I don't know what Pavel's mood is going to be like when he wakes up.
Ugly.
And just look at Kozi. And then slip out the door back over to where Pavel is.
So you're walking Julian, Jilon, and where's Mari in all this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Julian wants to talk to you, Mari.
Yeah, like you had chased after the
Face
woman
first in some couch.
and then probably saw Julian approaching.
She's just she probably did exactly what Reese said. She probably just like went to the couch and just sat down and just is like zoning out. Now she's like, Julian Luna's here. She's like, where did you come from?
He just backs up a little bit. Oh, I didn't see you there at first. Are you doing
I-
okay? He comes over and just puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, are you doing okay, Mari?
Yes, I think so.
I hope my words did not upset you too much. My advice. Like I said, it's not something I recommend, but it's options.
No, I didn't upset me. I'm fine. Really. I'm just going through it right now, and I think that's pretty much it. I think I'll figure it out. But thank you.
Do you require a hug?
Yeah.
He just brings you up to, a nice fatherly like hug. It's like, it will be okay. You will figure life out eventually. We all have to go through a journey. But you have plenty of allies and friends to walk that journey with you.
Thank you.
Now I must help with Pavil, and yep. Remember, you're always welcome at my restaurant. I'll let them know to give you a small discount on the wine.
Okay.
Yeah. It's still hard to get, so it's not going to be a big discount, but I'll do my best. Walks back over to the Pavil room. Why is there a clown in the corner? Anyway.
It just is. We just haven't gotten
Pavil
rid of it
likes
yet.
clowns. It's weird.
Walks over. He's like, oh, yeah, he sustained a lot of injuries. Mostly healed. He starts taking off his jacket, takes the tie off, hands it to you, rolls up the sleeves, pulls out a bag that he has carrying with him, pulls out some bottles of his special wine bottle. He's like, gonna need that. It's like, he pulls out a really nice looking knife. And he's just like, all right, hold him down.
Yeah, Liz will.
I'll help too.
Starts feeding him, and he's just like, a little bit of discomfort, but after a few moments he like breaks away, grabs the bottle and starts chugging at it, some to replenish, and you see Pavil is just kind of like, no.
You're okay.
You're safe.
You're safe.
Holy shit, I haven't been did I go into torpor?
Yeah.
Fuck, I haven't had that happen since, when was that? Since the 1952.
Almost made a joke.
Yeah. Got a scrap. Oh, that was. Whoa. Hey,
Thank you, Julian.
It's like, oh shit, Julian Luna. Nice. Got me some of that fancy blood they make me, huh? The
I
premium
didn't
blue
know
shit.
how much you needed the fancy shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, just look at him. You can tell his blood is blue and fancy. He's got that
Does look
premium
like his
Ventrue
eye-
blood.
he does have that sparkle in his eye. It's true.
Smiles. Bing.
God, I don't trust him. Everybody likes him. It's so weird.
He puts on his
I'm
tie and
with
turns
you,
around, and the
Kozi.
bushy sparkles in him.
Bushy sparkles.
There's just like roses that are flying all over the place, and it's like
I'm gonna wait
Pigeons.
until Julian is out of the room though before I ask Pavil anything.
Yeah, Julian walks away, walks out, goes over to Mari again. He's like, just puts his hand reassuringly on your shoulder and then walks away.
Hey,
Pavil,
I am your father now, Mari.
I am so sorry. I had no idea that. What the hell happened?
Well, I was on the Rainbow Road,
After that,
It's a
and
game.
As one
Edward's like,
does.
he's like, I'm gonna summon a ghost to feed, and I'm just like, I can just take you out to get some food, and he's just like, no, 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 this is what I'm used to, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I look, and this like a shadowy like void abyss thing opened, and next thing I look, I'm just like, oh, that's weird, and I turn back around because I was ready to win, and I fell fucking off the road, and I was like, God damn it, I got distracted, and then I turned back around, and Edward basically picked me up and started slapping me around.
Speaking of weird language,
I mean, he does speak the Queen's English, which is a bit weird.
when like the ghost, the ghost.
Oh, I don't speak Ghost.
Our best guess is that the ghost possessed him and lashed out angrily.
Oh, that explains some things.
Yeah.
Yeah. That explained the black eyes and the
Mhm.
miasma of darkness around him.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
But sometimes those things happen. Hashtag vampire life. Am I right, ladies?
Yeah.
Oh, also right before the last thing I kind of saw before everything just went black and I opened up to this was the Edward like running away and that thing like that shadowy miasma just sound like walking through the wall away from him.
Wasn't there somebody else who walked through a wall?
Yeah, some people can do that. I've done it before.
Yeah.
I could do it if I get a good running start.
I mean, same, but I'm not. I'm talking more like
Not through the
shadows and
drywall.
stuff.
I hope it's
Yeah.
drywall. I'm having
Yeah,
trouble. It's not
drywall's easy.
drywall.
Yeah, drywall
Yeah.
you just go right through.
But there's a wet wall.
That's a little messier.
I wonder if the ghost that he summoned
It's more moist.
wandered off without him
Yeah, but it's at large.
and it's pissed.
Or confused.
I'm still a little bit confused with the premonition that I had last time, which was of Edward bald.
Well,
like
he's
in a
bald now.
suit,
Is the ghost
It-
bald?
in a suit and just feeding from someone.
Could it have been the ghost?
Edward walks over. He's like, yeah, I was kind of hungry after I left. I probably fed.
Yeah,
and-
what he looks like now is what he looked like in the vision. He
Well,
must
not
have shaved his
now,
head
but-
before.
Yeah. As you're saying that, Edward is like, yeah, I shaved my. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, Pavil said this looks stupid nowadays, so I shaved.
It kind of does.
Does.
But
If you
that
get
grew
the right
back.
type of hat that covers up the bald and just leaves the hair visible,
Although, yeah, like bucket
it'll look
hats
like
are
you just
really
have
in right now. You can go
regular
for
hair.
that like e-boy look.
or ska.
Pavil gets up, walks over to Edward. He's like, you might have been possessed, but you did beat the shit out of me. So we're gonna have to resolve this like vampires.
On Rainbow Road.
Shake hands and say good game.
Yeah, he's like, do the switch.
Yep,
Edward's got no chance.
I was like,
expected that.
yeah,
Just
Pavil's
unplug
like,
his controller. You wouldn't know.
You know, Pavil is a piece of shit, but he's our piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you can't afford to really hold grudges when you're a vampire like that. I mean, if I find out it actually was him and he's
That's a
and the
different
whole possession,
story.
that's different. I'm going to shank his ass next time. But
That's valid.
For what it's worth, Mari did do some spooky Tremere magic bullshit, and he did truthfully tell us that he did not knowingly hurt you.
oh, that's good. That's good. Anyway, I'm going to stay in your place for a little bit.
That's totally fine. Um. So, um, the big group of us hadn't really gotten the opportunity to talk at all. I think we should do that. Looking around to the rest of the coterie.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys can just sit at the table over there and talk. That's okay. We won't always drop.
Just put your game on mute, please.
Why would we putting his game on mute? It's just gonna make it easier for him to overhear us.
Oh, well.
Put us on mute.
I'm sure we have other rooms down here. We can go to a different room.
Yeah. I just don't want to hear the when we're talking.
We should do a Mario Kart remix night at the
So-
club.
It hadn't really come up because we were super busy, but everything that I'm hearing about Arthur and the stuff we were talking about with the dragon vision, I'm probably like 90% certain that this dude is Temeski. The same clan that Struble was.
It's
Just
probably
throwing it out there.
bad. It's probably bad, right?
It's very bad.
Maybe. Well, I mean, if he wants to do anything, that's bad. That's bad.
Well, okay, so like
Maybe he just wants to be.
he might just want that. And yeah, but like I am concerned that that vision was talking about him because he can maybe turn into a dragon. The clan symbol of Clan Temeski is a fucking dragon. He's given off so goddamn many weird vibes that it's terrifying the shit out of me. I don't know if you guys remember, he mentioned at one point a club that he went to in France in like 1802.
France, but okay.
That's what I said. What'd I say?
You said France.
Yeah, in Paris. Or no, he was in France in the spring of 1802. The club in Budapest was 1988.
Yeah.
Apparently, everybody in that club died except him and one other person who died shortly after. This guy is bad news. We have to be careful.
That's not. Yeah, I
Looking at
agree.
Kozi. I do think that he could be a very strong and powerful ally, but both eyes open until we figure out what the fuck any of this means.
How? How do we figure anything out? Do we have a plan for that?
I mean, I talked to Ebenezer tomorrow. I'm going to tell him everything I've learned about Edward, see if maybe he actually recognizes the guy. Or not Edward, Arthur. I mean, he might recognize him. I don't know. I mean, we know a fuckload about him with the whole, like, bullied his sire into embracing him and all this other shit. It's been sitting on me for a while. He mentioned this thing about like somebody invited him to come to Baltimore. And I've been trying to figure out who the hell he was talking about, and it's driving me nuts, and I don't know.
It'd be hard to find out unless you asked everybody that you think it could have, if they did. Because I'm sure he wouldn't listen to most people. There's probably not many
That's the
people he
thing.
would come.
Yeah,
be
so the way
invited
that
by.
he said it, he definitely used he pronouns. So it's a dude. And the way that he said it, it sounded almost like he used a modern term of like a one-up, which is something that it's much more of a more modern phrase. So it would have to be somebody that was either much younger or somebody that stayed really up to date.
If he's Samichi, could it have been Streetball that invited him?
I mean, Streebog was. He was much more up to date on the modern day.
He had to be because he was pretending to be other people.
And Arthur did say that this person invited him over a year ago to the city. And Streebog had been here for 10 years.
He could have been building up to something.
He
And even
could've.
if that's not gonna happen, the
I
guy's.
mean, we know he
Arthur's
had
still
at
there.
least one ally in the city, but that one was killed in the fire the same time. That was the other thing. It could just be a sign of his age, but the word he kept calling us, he doesn't say kindred, he says canite. It could just be an age thing because it is the older, more archaic term, but it's also the term that's used more often for the Sabbat.
Curious. So what can we actually do?
Right now, nothing. It's just
Moves on anything yet. He's just kind of secluded. Every person that we talk to is like, he doesn't want to talk to anybody.
that. Like, I think right now our best bet is just play along, act like we are none the wiser, be his friend, maybe try and learn a little bit more about him.
Mm-hmm.
But
we could use the pretense of trying to get him on the Camarilla side against Robin.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, even if it doesn't happen, it'd be a reason for
Yeah.
us to learn more about him and try to act like we're doing more about him
Well,
instead
at
of
least two
other
of us
reasons.
have reasons to hang out with him. I mean, he wanted Kozi to hang out with him and show him the city, and Sean still has to go fix up that Rolls Royce for him.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of cars, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Sean can be there a lot.
Was it just one that he wanted you to fix, or was it multiples?
At least the one.
Yeah, I think our best bet is just to try and be as informed as possible, learn as much about him as we can. Maybe try and learn, like, if he has a plan.
Yeah, I mean, whoever
No,
invited him
maybe
here
we've been
was going to provide him with an opportunity, but we don't know what that was.
maybe
what he's
we've been
even into.
relying on the visions too much. No offense, it just seems like we're going in circles because, like, we thought we had resolved this shit with the ritual, and then the dragon came back. But, like, as far as we know, keep saying Edward. Arthur's not doing anything. He's just here. But, like, why the fuck would he come all the way to Maryland just to hang out and do nothing?
Blue crabs.
Few of us know why anyone would go to Maryland.
I don't know. Like, he specifically said he doesn't have any plans here, that he's on vacation. But that sounds like horse shit to me.
He might just be here waiting for something to happen.
Maybe.
Seems like everybody's waiting for something.
I mean, that's kind of just what
Yeah.
the whole kindred experience is, waiting for somebody to step down so you can seize power, waiting for somebody to make the first mistake so you can screw them over for it. We have all of eternity, so.
So as you're sitting there talking, Mari, your phone rings.
Okay. Who is it?
The number looks like it's the Chantry number. Like one of the ones they gave you to call the place we need to.
Okay. I'm gonna walk away for a minute. And then I answer the phone.
Hello, Mari. It's Gregory.
Hello, Gregory. Are you okay?
Yes, I have a delivery to your place. I'm having trouble with finding a way to get it in without rousing too much suspicion.
Oh shit,
Oh.
I forgot about this. Yes, I will Yeah, give me a few minutes. I'll head there and make sure everything's good. So you can
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
I am in a place called the I think fleeing Dukman.
He's in the Flying Duckman.
You're inside the Flying Duckman.
I am wearing a disguise.
All right. Okay. I'm not gonna panic. I'll be right back. I'll be right there. No,
Okay.
I won't be back. I'll be right there. Hang on a second. Hang up the phone. All right. Guys, there's a thing. It's a Tremere thing. I gotta go.
Okay. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you rush
Bye.
to the flying
She's
Duckman.
got an exciting life.
Yeah.
You pull up, go in. Right when I start the conversation, you see just Tommy standing like looking in the corner.
Hi Tommy.
Hi.
You can go home. We're gonna shut down the store for the night.
Hey, there's a guy in the corner asking about you.
I look at the corner.
You see a figure wearing like a trench coat and an overcoat and like a big hat and like a scarf and sunglasses. And then like another coat over the great coat.
Yeah, it's not a problem. He's a family friend. I'm gonna just go home and tell Sabrina she can go home too, and anybody else
Oh,
that
she
you
already
want to
left for
hire.
home.
Okay, well, Tommy,
Mhm.
do not tell anyone about this.
Oh, it's the special talking. Okay, good. Do you want me to lock up or are you gonna lock the door?
No, I'll lock the door. I probably need to go in and out.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
See you.
See your strange guy in the corner.
I walk to the strange guy in the corner.
I was like, hello, Mary.
Hi, Gregory.
I am in disguise.
Yes, I see that. Very good disguise.
It's a lot harder for my kind in the modern nights. In the old days, it was easier.
Why did you decide to come inside the Flying Duckman?
So I was to deliver this stuff, and I went around, and this was one of the only entrances that was unlocked.
Did I know that they were coming today and I just totally forgot about it?
No, they didn't.
Okay.
God give you time.
No one
It's-
told me anything. Okay, now I feel less bad about it. You should have called. You could have called. Why didn't you call?
I did when I got here and couldn't find a way in.
Next time, call me when you're on the way so that I can prepare. Sorry, I can prepare for you being here.
I was driving. You do not talk on phone while driving.
Okay. All right, where's the package, Gregory?
In the car.
Okay, well let's get it and make sure.
Walks out. You
It's-
see a hearse.
I mean, it's not weird.
I rented it to bring it the package.
Okay.
Opens it up. Just pulls out a stone sarcophagus.
Is he just fucking one-handing over the shoulder a stone fucking
It's
sarcophagus?
just, it's kind of like.
Oh my god.
I run in front of him. I'm like, I got the door.
And then you're just yelling at him, all right, now pivot.
Pivot. Yeah, I opened the doors for him.
You know, long ago I was a warrior.
Oh,
Yes, I fought in the wars of the Tremere versus the Zamaski, and now I am hauling the bodies of Tremere to different places.
are you in? Are you okay with that?
It's sometimes I get bored.
Well, you can always talk to me and come here. Just give me a warning first.
Mm. Yes. So brings it up. He's like, takes the sarcophagi to one of the many areas in the whole facility that's empty because essentially you got this huge ass building for like 2 people to live in.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
Should've-
you could rent it out and make more money.
Well, I can. I got a sarcophagus in my basement now.
Don't we all? I mean, he looks at you, he's like, I'm not quite joking. Is having, like, I'm guessing mortals don't have sarcophagi in their basements.
Not usually. It would probably get a little bit strange after a while. To have to explain to. That is a good question. Are there a lot of sarcophagi under the Tremere place, or
Not anymore.
okay?
We're
So
moving the bodies
all of them,
to keep them
which
safe from Robin.
is-
3.
Okay, 3. Okay, so just 3.
There are
Yeah.
empty ones for the rest of the chantry if you need to use them.
Oh, that makes me feel great.
I even put names of who they belong to on there. You have one too. I can show you.
I would rather not. I think it would give me more existential dread than I already have.
But I will say that I do appreciate you, Mari, compared to some of the other chantry members. You actually talk to me as if I'm more than just a servant. It is nice.
You are more than a servant, and they shouldn't subject you to just doing their dirty work. You know, you're more than a pawn, Gregory.
Yes, chess. That is an interesting game. They played a lot of chess in the old days.
Mm.
Yes. Especially with the war against the Zemeski and Hungary and Romania and those areas.
Do you
There's
know of
for-
any? Do you know of any from hearing? Gosh, yeah. Do you know from here overhearing a lot of the Tremere? Do you know of any Semeski in the city?
There are a few in the city that I believe. I have not verified, but we think there are some. As far as we think, every clan is represented in the city, which is very rare.
Hmm.
Yes. I mean, I try not to hate the Zemeski, but I was bred to fight them. I don't remember much about my mortal life. I was subject to horrible experiments by the Tremere to make me what I am. All my life beforehand was a blank.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I fought in many battles. I was even participated in one magnificent great battle that I will have to talk to you about one day if you're ever willing to listen.
Oh, I'm always willing to listen. And if you ever need to talk, like,
Oh, well, it was a battle where several gargoyles and members of the we were trying to basically kind of get in with the Camarilla who had newly formed and trying to make our place after things, right? And so he sent a force to attack a castle in Wallachia. Yes, a powerful Zemeski lord. I'm trying to remember his name. He just was a scary person. He staked a lot of people in his yard. Yes.
ugh.
Yes,
Evan,
right.
does that ring any bells for me? Or
Sounds a bit familiar.
yeah, it sounds a little bit familiar to Callie. I'm just wondering if it sounds any bit familiar to Mari.
You've heard stories.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, is it possibly Dracula? Is that his name?
Maybe. That sounds familiar.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Katrina sits down right at you all like, oh no, oh no.
Is it perhaps beef?
You didn't miss anything.
Nothing important.
No.
And-
No.
No.
But yeah, it was a
Concerned.
great, ferocious battle. Many died, and
Mhm.
a lot of staking going on. I survived, obviously.
Yes, and I'm glad that you did.
Mhm.
You're my friend.
I am.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Can I give you a hug?
Okay. Just kind of
Reminder, how
but
tall is Gregory?
I think like 6.5, almost 7 feet. It's kind of tall. So just kind of lifts you up slightly. It's like, anyway, Glorfindel, so it'd be good here. I will come back later to secure it better.
Mhm. Remind me the name of the. Let me get a pen. Remind me the name of. Where the hell are my pens? What's the name of the dude that was in my basement now?
Galfridus the Sage. GALEFRIDUS.
Okay.
Yeah. Galfridus the Sage.
Okay, the sage.
Okay,
Yes,
because
he
you
is.
absolutely called him
Well-
Glorfindel at first.
Yeah, I always say weird names. Because not everybody remembers how to pronounce every name in the universe. My characters
just
aren't
saying.
perfect.
They're
Just like me.
very. That's a very different character.
Yes. But yes, so that's good. I know. I should be going. I only went to the hearse for a couple hours.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they lent me the Chantry credit card.
Thank you
Yes.
for bringing him.
It's
Alfredus
platinum.
the sage. Oh, they They have a credit card.
Yes.
Oh,
For Chantry purchases. That way you don't have to worry about getting reimbursed when you buy stuff like plumbing supplies or new drapes. It's
Okay.
still a building that needs to be maintained.
yeah.
And you'd be surprised how many people flush things down the toilet when none of us take a shit.
Okay. So I'll just like.
I
there-
tell everyone just throw it in the
Why
trash
does
and
this
I'll
building
take it
even
out
have
later.
a toilet? Well, I guess if you have human guests.
That and they probably took over an older building, but yeah. So Gregory just walks out. It's like, if you wish to hear any more stories, I would welcome it.
I would like to hear more about that battle with the guy that put his people's heads on stakes. That may
Oh,
or may
not just
not.
head, not heads, just straight. Just straight
Yeah,
through.
yeah. Yeah.
Straight through. You see, because it's a convenient way of taking care of our kind. So when you impale, you are staking and let the
Mhm.
sun take care of them.
There is a very interesting figure. That's why I brought that up in
Mhm.
history, who did somewhat the same stuff. So
Mhm.
who knows? Might be related. Don't maybe
Mhm.
not. Anyway, take the hearse back.
He gets in and the car just kind of like goes. It's like, and he starts driving down the road and he drives like in first gear the entire time. You know,
Uh,
grinding gear.
Kat, you missed it, but I asked him if it was Dracula, and he said the name sounded familiar.
And as you see him drive away, he cuts someone off in traffic and just keeps going.
Alrighty then.
Truly, Tremere are the most evil.
Just judging by it, you're pretty sure Gregory cannot drive well.
Oh, why? Why did they let him do this?
Meanwhile, on the highway, as he's driving home,
I think he's just from
Trying
New
to
Jersey.
peer through
It's
the
fine.
scarf.
people pulling up, honking, giving the finger. He thinks it's a hello sign.
Oh, they're from Hawaii. It's the Hawaiian hello.
Good. And then as you're talking stuff, we'll probably end the session here because it's kind of getting kind of late.
Yeah.
It's still halfway through the night, so next time we don't have to roll rouse checks. We can kind of continue from here potentially. I would like to do a skip of a couple days. So if just write down what you want to do within like the next 24 hours in game.
Can I have
then-
my crazy drug vision, please?
I'll give it to you once I remember to write it down and actually send it to you. I had it in my brain and I forgot to send it because I was like, I'll
I
remember.
think there's a step between those two things.
I know that tomorrow, so like, I guess a couple hours after we pick up, Liz was going to meet with Ebenezer and tell him everything I learned about Arthur. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm having a time.
Yeah, I just don't want to end up doing what we did last time where we basically
RP every single day.
every day for like 3 months.
Jeez, I don't know anything about that.
So with that, we'll be ending tonight's session. For those at
Yeah.
home, thank you for joining us. Now let's go around for any kind of nifty announcements or anything. Luke and Reese, nothing again. All right. Katrina.
Oh boy. Hi. Yes.
Nah,
Hello.
you don't have to right now.
Okay.
Unless you want to give it now.
Not yet.
Okay. So let's go. Who's yawning next? Who's yawning next? Who's yawning next? Callie.
I was really hoping you would yawn on demand just there.
You said yawn and my brain went, time to yawn.
I'm trying so hard not to yawn.
Before I yawn, hello, my name is Callie, Cap Callie on Twitter. You can find me there. Sometimes I do art. Most of the time I yell about Muppets. Please don't yawn. I run a game. It's called Unwritten. It's every other Tuesday at 8:00 on Fractured Moon D&D channel. Except for this upcoming session is going to be the finale of book 1, the final chapter of book 1 of Unwritten, and then we're taking a little short break, and then we're jumping right back in. Hopefully, have more guest spots coming up, so if you are interested in being a guest, let me know. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Hey, yawn.
No. No! Damn it, Callie.
You're next.
Hey everybody, my name is Ian Golder. You can find me on Twitter as such. I run a game on every other game on Thursdays, same week as Unwritten on Fractured Moon D&D. It is a magical school game. And I crush my characters physically and metaphorically, emotionally. It's great. Lots of turning people into cutlery. So if that's your thing, like, we got you covered, bud.
Katrina.
Hi. So continue following this YouTube. The week after this airs, we should have our next episode of Dishonored up, provided life stuff doesn't get in the way. And eventually we may also have another one airing soon that I will let Kevin talk about. This most recent episode of Dishonored is very goofy. It's just me and Reese planning a heist and interacting with Kevin's fucking bonkers NPCs.
I heard, yes, it was the Valentine's Day episode.
Yeah. So I'll let Kevin talk about the other thing that'll be going up soon.
Right. So, also on the current Camille channel, obviously, if you're watching this in 2 weeks, the newest episode will be up, barring obviously life stuff. Hopefully, yeah, we also may have some one shots, but we also have another short mini game that'll be airing soon. A Power Rangers RPG based on the official Hasbro Renegade Games Power Ranger RPG. We're doing our best to get the rules working and everything. It's pretty fun so far. We've filmed 2 episodes, so hopefully those will both be up. It's a great series, and that's gonna be really funny if you actually watch the first episode. Yeah, so check it out. And I think that's about it for our stuff, correct?
Yeah.
In the meantime, everyone else's plugs and all the channels and everything will probably be done in the doobly-doo, hopefully, if we remember to do that, which we try to do so you have the actual links so you don't have to search and search. So check all that out, and hopefully you all had a bloody good time.
Bye.